Streaming.
Wow, it's already been 81 or not seasons, but sessions.
Yep.
Yeah, session 69 was really special.
Nothing illicit happened in that session at all.
Oh well. I don't think
Nothing that anyone can prove anyway.
I don't think anything did happen, to be honest, but I could be wrong.
I think that was the almost rape session with Lightning and the South Mayor.
Was it? I don't know. I'm sure that was a little bit sooner.
Oh, right.
I'll kill him later. I just.
Don't worry, I'll help.
Same.
You don't know what happened. All you know that he attempted something. What he attempted,
Oh,
you
He
do not know.
was totally trying to drug me with spells.
Alright, so it's been a little while.
How many weeks? Is it 3 or 4 weeks now?
I don't want to say 3.
Yeah. I am glad we're back together. And Lightning. Oh, Lightning.
Yeah, what?
Not only were you on time, you were actually early today. We all appreciate it.
Everyone give Lightning a round of applause.
I was trying to figure out mods for Womwo, which is why I didn't join even early.
I'm on push to talk, so I can't clap and have my thing done.
Well, sure, not with that attitude.
Yeah. I mean, you could
Yeah.
definitely use your nose as like to hold down the button as you clap.
I don't think Canadians have noses.
Wow.
Rude. Alright. Who wants to do a recap if they can remember?
Shall I?
On the last
It's
episode,
pretty worse.
Oh, wait, hang on. Chris was taking it off. Go for it.
on the last episode of Ponyfinder, we did. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while.
On the last session of Ponyfinder, we did some things and some stuff.
There we go. Yeah, that's about right.
Who's it? So what's it? Just galore?
You want to elucidate us with details?
I can't remember honestly with how long it's been.
Okay, I'll take off with it.
Okay.
All right, so last session on Ponyfinder, we were inside the city trying to make preparations and plans to deal with the incoming army. They are only days away, about a week away, and we have very few resources at our disposal. We had a meeting arranged with Amethyst, and we arrived at the temple grounds at noon to meet with her, but she was more than 30 minutes late. So Milk Thistle cast Sending to try to find out where she is. She was inside the city, but she had been tied up and interrogated by one of our sworn enemies, Firebrand, who we in character still do not know the name of, but oh well. She had betrayed us. She had given us up and had sent Firebrand off to the Thieves Guild to basically buy herself some time so she wouldn't be killed or tortured anymore. We managed to make it all the way to Amethyst. We saved her, and we found out on the way back to the temple that Firebrand had made his way to the Thieves Guild. We left Amethyst there, and upon entry into the Thieves Guild, there was just a mass slaughter. Many people had died, and the place had been ransacked and destroyed. The battle began, and there is a construct there who's a ninja, and just it absolutely debilitated our paladin and hit him hard. A fight ensued. We managed to absolutely kill Firebrand, but we could not save his entire body. The only thing that we have is his head and his weapon. The construct fought just, it was a heck of a battle. We managed to chase him down all the way to the end of a pit, and inside that pit was rushing water. And as soon as it was lit up, Milk Thistle could see that there was a huge whirlpool that he nearly stepped into. And as far as we can tell, the creature had fallen inside. He managed to reach up out of the water and attempted to grab a hold of Milk Thistle and drag him inside, but he missed, and from there he disappeared. After that, we found out that the head of the Thieves Guild has been killed, but not all the thieves have been found out. The captain of the guard came in, started investigating the place, but for all intents and purposes does not know that that was a Thieves Guild lair, just under part of the sewer that people were living in. So the Thieves Guild, for all intents and purposes, seems to still be intact but without leadership. And we are currently on our way to speak with Field Marshal Thunder to let him know of our progress.
Well, that is a nice and thorough details.
Thank you.
Indeed.
All right, let's unpause the game. There we go. And I believe you can start running around on the map wherever your icons are. Oh yeah, your outside Styx's shop, which is over here.
Yep.
Time to split the party, guys.
I think we all agreed to go talk to Field Marshal.
Yeah.
I believe you did.
That is the last thing we discussed, yes.
So that would mean us going all the way over here.
He is okay. He commandeered a place in the noble section.
Yep.
And Nightshine's gone to see the ducks.
No,
As a matter of
I'm
fact,
walking there.
I think he took Lilypad's office, so we need to go to the council chambers.
No, he took the council chambers.
Oh, he just took the entire council chambers. Gotcha.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's where we need to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her office is in her personal home, so.
Neom.
Oh,
Oh no, the wall got in your way.
I need to move Wishful Pen over. And I will move Lightning.
On the way, I'm gonna catch up with Mr. Weasel. He's gonna tell me how he found out.
He gives
Yes,
it
he
sweets.
found out that Duchess Lilypad likes to eat breakfast.
I mean, he doesn't be able to. He's not able to fill you in too much. It seems that her day seems to be mostly normal. So you know obviously the night before the writing letters, and the morning seemed to be filled with basically meetings, discussions, and various things like that. Nothing too out of the ordinary, given the situation, what's going on, that you don't already expect or would know about what's going on. There's no new additional information.
He will also mention that she doesn't bathe very well. There are parts where she didn't clean that she should have.
What, like behind your ears? Yeah.
Yes.
Forget about that part.
Exactly.
You probably will learn some additional details, but the fact that you're going to see Field Marshal means you're probably about to learn those details, so I'm going to kind of not go over it.
Also, the new art for Wishful Pen looks great. She's very cute.
Indeed.
Yes.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to talk to my friend about art for a friend of mine. Because it's their birthday coming up.
Wait.
Nice.
I had my birthday on the 27th just recently.
Yes.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Did you have a good time?
I was having a good time, having a good time.
So what you're saying is you're sailing through the sky like a tiger, flying along the skies of reality.
I would say that, but I completely forgot that portion of the lyrics.
Anyway, so as you're getting in close, the noble section seems to be more alive with activity. It seems that everything is in a bit of a. There's a lot of movement moving around. There seems to be more troops. You can see inside the noble section, as far as you can tell. But you guys have been here so often, you kind of waved in almost. There are some of the Field Marshal's troops outside the building, and they will escort you in. It's clear that when you get inside the council chambers, they've already gone to work to prepare things. and you can already see that they're in the process of putting together a battle map, basically, of the city. They've obviously got the indications of the fields around it, the exterior walls, and some of the key buildings, and then the rest of it is sort of more laid out in regards to indications of like sections and stuff, but nothing too finely drawn out. And they do have things set up ready for, obviously, to represent troops and various things. So they're in the process of doing things. There seems to be almost like a barracks type thing set up here as well. And you can see Field Marshal, along with some of the more higher ups that he came with, currently stood around the map discussing things.
Excuse me, Marshal. May we have a moment of your time?
Well, I believe we had a meeting scheduled for now, so this time is your moment.
Indeed. They looks to the others and gives a nod.
Yes,
If we're the one who addressed, you should deliver the message.
Alright, so... it's been a while. So we recently had a incident here in the city, and it's taken care of for the most part.
Yes, we're getting reports of that, and there's a few disconcerting things coming from it. But carry on, you've clearly got more to say.
Yes, we took care of it for the most part. We are... one of the attackers got away. We don't know where exactly he went to. At this point, Bird is like thinking on if he should inform. Well, okay, so the only attacker that was able to get away, went down a whirlpool in the sewers. It was a construct of sorts. I recognized it from my childhood, but I don't know where it could have gone after it went down that whirlpool, because it was sank pretty quickly. We don't know where the whirlpool goes.
Right, and what's its potential continual threat?
It's able to go invisible and shoot fire. Shuriken.
He holds up a hoof to interrupt what you're saying. I did not ask for its abilities, I asked what is its continual threat.
High threat.
Indeed.
High threat.
It is a construct, so it does not die easily, and it certainly does not drown. It will return.
And where is its allegiances?
Currently unknown. It was aligned with a demon, but we killed the demon.
So, it's not working for the humans or any element of the humans.
It's a third party.
Third party. Right. Well, that gives us at least a plus. It means that any threat it's going to possess will not potentially interfere with the defence of the city, only be a minor inconvenience at best.
This is possible. I would not put it entirely past it to attack when we're busy dealing with the humans.
What is its goal?
Not entirely.
He wants to destroy everything.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's about it, really.
Well, that will definitely pose a great threat.
It's really annoying how we have to deal with two major threats at once.
Yep. If there was some way we could, like, turn the human army to worry more about it, that would be a really great boon.
Wow, why didn't we do that in the first place? That's actually a really good idea.
It's It's a single individual. It's unlikely that the human army will bother themselves with one construct.
I agree. Most likely, it might just use the war as a chance to escape back to its master.
So,
I thought you said you destroyed its master.
We destroyed its master, but not its master's master.
yeah.
I see. All right. Then I've got some additional news for you. One of the council members is dead.
What?
Wait, what?
Who is dead, sir?
One of the council members.
Which
one?
He grabs a note and has a look at it. Strong bags.
Fuck.
How did he die?
I was given little information, but it appears that the two accounts may be linked, as it appears that his body was found in the sewers.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Oh.
I do not know why it was there, nor do I care at this point. But it doesn't change much on my side of things, but it's definitely left the council members currently a little bit more in a flap. If anything, it's weakened their position, not ours.
Indeed.
Out of character, did we see him
No.
in one time before, not in the sewers?
Yeah, you've met him here when he's working. You've definitely met him in the council chambers and stuff like that. He was, I believe, an Earthbound.
Did we see anyone like him in the sewers?
I mean, you weren't looking for him, and you weren't too much looking around the bodies. You're more helping those that were sort of moving around and stuff. If you guys stuck around and actually done full help, then you would have probably been there when he was discovered.
Well, we should definitely not let the public learn of that.
Yep.
Why not?
At the moment,
We don't need to panic.
correct. We do not need the public to be in a more of a panic over things. His death doesn't change the defence of this city. Going over what we have to our advantage and disadvantage, we are better off attempting we're better off holding this position rather than trying to attack. We have good defensive walls that are sturdy. If we can hold out while our forces can arrive, then we are in a far better position to be able to defend. Based on
where should we be at for this?
Well, there are no primary locations for anybody at this point, as we do not know what their point of attack. But based on the intel that I was received, they are not travelling with siege equipment. So they're either hoping just to walk in, because they might be expecting the city to surrender, or they'll be using the nearby woodland to gather wood to build siege equipment, which means that we'll have time to fortify our position even more and prepare for a siege.
Alright.
I want to take a look around. Who's in the room?
It seems to be mostly, it seems to be you guys and any the funders, basically sort of more closer command, as well as the more elite guard units that came with him.
Oh, so it's high command. Okay. Alright, so here's my question. Which direction were they traveling towards us from?
Based on the intel, they'll be coming from the northern side. So he points over, he gets this map. Basically, you assume this map is in what a villager town we've got here. If you zoom out, so you can see it. So he points to the northern side. So they're likely to attack from this wall here. I'll ping you over to there. or to this side.
All right,
But
so
it doesn't.
that's
But we can't rule out the fact that they may just attack the wall itself. But they do. I believe they have. They do have horseback riders, so they are likely to try and attack the gates rather than the walls themselves. But we'll have to see. That does mean we will potentially have to evacuate the northern side of the city, so that will be the noble section and the palace. That will give us some additional advantages, given that they have a secondary wall. But that means that will give them an advantage to have a foothold within the city.
I see. How many spellcasters in this city are there?
Spellcasters, there are, well, you have the temple itself, there are numerous clerics, as well as a number of low-level spellcasters. I believe.
All right, so because my train of thought with this is we should have the spellcasters, depending on which direction the humans decide to attack from. Either the spellcasters centered on if they were to attack the gates, like have half over here and the other half over here on these walls, and back them up with archers, and if the humans were to attack the gate or the wall itself, we could have them to where the spellcasters are all at the back alongside the archers, and those that can drop boiling oil onto them, which is also a thing we could set up. I don't know how long that would take.
There is no point setting up too much of a overall plan, because if we don't want to spread ourselves too thin, and if we commit to reinforcing one part of the city too much, there is nothing to stop them circling around and attacking from the south.
This is true, but you can see where I'm going with this, right?
We set up a trap, maybe, if they think that we are giving up before the fight begins. We could ambush them, perhaps.
Hey, Lightning Streak, do you happen to know how to build happy birthday traps? And with that, he gets a very slow smirk coming across his face.
Happy birthday trap.
Yes. So
You
what
mean
they-
hiding ambushers inside of a cake and delivering it to the leader?
No. So what this? You get these you get thin planks, or not planks, but thin pieces of bamboo, right? You set them up to where they spring upwards, and they have spikes on them. So when the soldiers trip the wire, this trap springs upwards and forwards to where it just impales them.
I mean, why don't we just do a Trojan pony maneuver?
I mean, do we know where their camp is located?
There is no camp at the moment. They are still moving here. Until they set up a camp when they begin their siege, we will not know.
I was joking, by the way.
How many more days until your reinforcements arrive?
They'll be moving in large force, and they'll have to travel through the forest itself. So that will slow them down at least a small while. We'll be looking at a week and a half at best.
Oh, great.
They are. I do not want them moving too fast, because if they get here and they're absolutely tired, they may have to fight their way in, and I do not want tired soldiers trying to fight their way in.
So we have
we
to
can
have
last a week.
maneuver the army.
Sorry, two people talked at the same time there.
So we have to hope they can pinch the human army, essentially.
My main thought is get them into the city, because like I said, we are better defended inside here, and we can use them to reinforce the walls. If they have already breached, then obviously we'll have to deal with that as the time comes. But for the moment, we will plan to have the southern gates ready to receive them, and so that they can make a beeline for it. They will be setting up camp in the park, where we'll be housing all of the troops there if we still hold the park.
All right. Sounds fair. Reasonable enough.
Once the army arrives, we'll be moving central command to the All Seasons Temple, as that is very much the centre of the city, and probably the best point that we can set something up with a large enough
character.
space.
I do believe I said that before.
Yeah.
And which wing of the temple will you be setting up in?
Preparations are still being made for that one, but we'll see. I believe we have we'll have space in one of the upper sections that isn't necessarily associated to any particular deity.
Oh, looks like Kara will be sharing.
I was about to say, now's not a good time to flaunt your god stick out.
Every time is an appropriate time to flaunt my god stick. It is the best stick, the greatest. I know sticks. I know a lot more about sticks than you do.
Okay.
Anyway, we're still in a lot of early days, and we're still compiling troops and sorting out training. So most of the plans are loosely forming and are designed to be mobile so that we can move quickly when required. As until they arrive and we see how they behave, it's going to be difficult to predict what will happen. But based on the numbers, they are coming with plenty that will ensure that they can take the city. How long it takes them to take the city will depend on what type of defence we can put out. With the city's current defences, I reckon that they would have siege equipment constructed within a few days to a week, and then the siege would probably last no more than a few hours with the current defence that we have. If we, when our reinforcements arrive, we should be able to keep them away from the walls for a number of days plus, depending on what type of movements and tactics they use.
What type of counter siege actions do we have available?
At the moment, we have no counter attacks that we can potentially plan, other than attempting to sneak out and sabotage equipment, siege equipment, and various other things like that. But no doubt they will be attempting to do the same to us.
And judged by our lack of people who've actually been able to spy on them, I think they have some ways of finding out about things like that.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, that has been established.
Based on the intel, they've come prepared. They obviously have an idea. They obviously know they're dealing with Fae and have come prepared for such a thing.
What is the largest source of fresh water?
Not in the lake.
For us, it's underground. There seems to be an underground water system that the city is tapped into.
Because we know that they have clerics, and if we can take out their clerics first, which I believe there's no more than 10 of them for the entire army, we would remove a large source of fresh water and food for them, as well as prevent them from curing diseases.
Indeed.
My notes here say that 10 were only able to be identified. Does not mean there is only 10.
Still, though, their clerics are going to be a huge threat. If we can target them and assassinate them first, it will severely cripple the rest of the army.
Well, that would be the dream, but I suspect that they will be potentially protected, given that, as you pointed out, they are a valuable resource.
Have you taken hold of the golem yet?
I've,
I don't
requ-
think the golem's going to do much until the fighting actually starts.
I've requested to see the golem. That will be happening tomorrow, so I can get an idea of exactly what it is and what I can expect from it. But from what I've been told, that will be that will be a surprise we can either throw at them they won't be expecting, or we can place it at a gate point, and that will be able to hold significantly. It will at least throw a few surprises in the direction that they will have to adapt to. But no golem is invincible, and even that would succumb to enough forces.
Be aware, Field Marshal, we were given specific instructions from, I keep forgetting the name of this city, Moonreach, is that right?
Oh, Silver Dream, you mean?
Silver Dream, sorry. We were given specific instructions from Silver Dream to basically leave the construct alone until it was time for it to fight. It's hiding inside of a barn right now.
I see.
I think what they said was to leave it to Lilipad to take care of the golem.
Based on what I received, it was it did not want to be. No one was to enter the building under pain of death from the construct. So we can get messages to it. It's fine, but it seems to agree to a meeting tomorrow. So I will know more then. The food situation, we should have enough to last. Completely blocked off between, without rationing, probably a month. With rationing, we could stretch it to 3 months, but that would also leave the city in a worse off situation, given the fact that that would also potentially be their food supply for over winter. But where they are currently bringing in harvest, and obviously they would then plant seeds and stuff ready to be harvested in autumn. So that will obviously hinder things in regards to food supplies.
Do we have any greenhouses here in this?
I don't think growing people's food in people's back gardens is going to sustain the city.
What type of message system do we have? Like getting orders to commanders and such.
You mean runners? What about them?
Yeah. I was gonna say, if we have anyone who has the message spell, that should be able to go farther than any runner can, faster.
That mostly will be dealt with by clerics and the like, but there are a few individuals I can call upon who can get messages out, but spells are a limited resource, and they are and a message spell takes 10 minutes to cast, so we are better off with a runner than we are with spells.
This is true. After all, speed is a necessity when it comes to getting messages out during wartime.
And we have a number of Pegasi picked out for their speed to be able to move messages around.
Fair enough.
Until we actually are attacked, a lot of it is just pre-planning.
Actually, sorry, this is a quick thing. Casting the spell is a standard action. Its duration's 10 minutes.
Okay, George. I thought it was 10 minutes.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem right, because I cast message all the fucking time with my spellcaster.
Oh, message. Oh, that's a whisper, which is short distance. I'm on about sending, which is 10 minutes.
Yes. Ending's a level 4 spell. It does take 10 minutes to cast.
Yeah. Message lets you do it short distance, like in the same room. You can't do it great distances.
100 feet, like,
Yeah.
plus 10 per roll, like.
Yeah, 100 feet's not going to get across the city. It will get you down the wall, and that's about it. Which, at that point, you might as well shout at the person.
So we do have ace on our slaves we could try to use if we really don't have much of a chance.
We got what,
I
sorry?
look. I mean, we we did come across something that could be very, very useful during this fight. And I look
Here,
at the party.
we're not activating that fucking bomb.
No.
What is it with you and that bomb? Weren't you
Uh,
against blowing up the bomb when we got?
I just look at stuff and I see that we have 3,000 soldiers against 10,000 soldiers.
And if
And
we
I think
blow up
those
the
are not
bomb,
very good odds.
and if we blow up the bomb, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Not if we do it correctly.
All right. So what you're saying is,
And what is the correct way? Like,
Away from the city before they get close.
okay, and who's gonna activate it? Because remember, 1 second left before it goes kaboom.
are we going to send in Mr. Weasel? I
Or are
don't
we
think-
gonna send you in?
We could at least check out the bomb, see how it works.
Go ahead.
Nightshine, do you believe you could reconfigure the bomb to where it detonates when you want it to? And can you create the yield either large enough or small enough to only harm the army but not anything else? In its current configuration, it would cause too much destruction and would be unsafe to use. Do you think you could change it?
I don't know if I could change the size of the explosion, but I do think we should try to use it. Because we don't have many things in our favor.
You do know that bomb can potentially open up a rift to the plains, right?
I do.
I'd rather be in a plane than listen to this reasoning.
Well, it sounds like it's a button to basically just kill everything.
Yeah, pretty much.
In its current configuration, yes, it absolutely is.
Well, we could always use it
When we
as
use
a...
it, we should use it in when all hope is lost.
Well, it could be a final solution. If we can't have the city, they can't have it. But I would much prefer not to blow us to blow us all to the nightmare.
I don't mean to use it here to kill everyone. I mean to use it away where the enemy army is away from the city right now. I don't want to kill everyone that's our ponies.
If you can figure out a way to make that happen, where it's not going to be a danger to the fey creatures of this land, I think that would be a good idea, at least to research it. But you'll need the goggles for that.
And probably be far away from here, because if you fuck up, this is going to blow up half our defenses.
Indeed. That's something we're trying to avoid.
Well, it sounds like that is a extreme option if we have to pursue it. I mean,
Do we
nice.
have many options here?
We've got plenty of options. But Nightshine, if you want to pursue your questionable method, then if it is as dangerous as you say it is, take it away from the city and then do your investigations. The last thing I need is it going off because you handled it incorrectly, if it is as dangerous as you say it is.
Okay.
And speaking of preparations, I have a crafting project I've been saving up for. I will need 6 to finish it.
You need
I have some training I need to do. That will probably take about, I think, 4.5 days left. 3.5.
I'm more than willing to help out with training soldiers if need be, or teaching any pony how to fight.
Well, we need as many individuals who can help prepare the populace for battle, as we're basically dealing with peasants.
Alright.
We're giving them swords and throwing leather armor after them, getting them ready for battle.
All right. I kind of had a thought. What if the army were to try and attack us at night? We should probably start. Well, we should probably set like 1 day, 1 to 2 days aside to like train them how to properly fight in the darkness as well.
Night maneuvers.
Yes, exactly.
You should do that. Arrange, teach them.
Civilians, it will be difficult to do so. When my forces arrive, we will have troops that are trained to deal with night manoeuvres. Let's get them so they won't stab themselves during the daytime before we start teaching them how to not stab themselves during the night.
Exactly. Sadly, though, in all training, there is a risk of injuring yourself, and they're going to learn one way or another by, pain, sweat, and tears, probably.
I believe it's blood, sweat and tears.
Alright, yes, blood, sweat, and tears, which... Yeah, sure.
But yes, that's all stuff which is currently undergoing. And the only major news is obviously the issues going on with the council. And as I said, all that really does is weaken their strength within the city more than affects the siege.
Indeed.
Do we know how Counselor... Let's scroll up. Do we know how Counselor Strongbags died?
I do not know those details. All I know he is dead, and it happened during some sort of attack in the southern part of the city. In the sewers.
Milk, could you do an autopsy on that?
I have to say his method of death wasn't high on my list.
We can find out later.
Yeah. Who would we talk to about that?
I would not know. I do not know how they're planning to handle this at this point in time.
Who is... Oh, like, maybe we should find out how they are going to deal with the fact that the general of this city died?
Strongbags was not a general. If anything, with you guys talking to him, he struck you more as the merchant sort.
Then I confusing him with someone. Oh, a merchant. Okay, that's funny.
You know, if he was a merchant, maybe he's just buying shit from the black market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
More
thinking.
than likely.
I was confusing him with the old man,
Oh yeah,
who's very old.
yeah. I
That's
mean, he might cark it at some point, but no, it's not him.
He could have probably had like contacts at the black market actually, and
Yeah, that's feasible.
Indeed.
if there's nothing else, I think we are done here.
I believe so.
All right, I will continue my training then.
If anything more important comes of light, or if there's any orders that you need to follow, then I will pass them to you.
All right, I'll be at the temple.
The only other thing I could potentially give you would be to try and see if there's any military forces still at Cerulean Tides. It is unlikely, given that it was the Empire's navy ports. I believe most of them went out to fight the elves. So I do not know of how much military even remains there anymore. But that would be the only other thing. But it will take them... They would likely arrive after the siege has been completed, if there is anything.
I was just like, God damn, we have to fight elves too.
Cerulean Tides is many days travel away, and I have crafting to do. I believe we have to use what we have.
Indeed.
Any chance you want to explore the dungeon for hopes of convincing the skeleton people to help us? Milk?
I don't think there's any skeleton people left down there.
I don't know. I'm just asking. I don't think he does, but
We were
Do you?
told that they were lost.
they're probably
Yeah,
all.
according to the
And
scripts, they
they've
were
been.
lost, and now that they've been released, they fulfilled their purpose. So, knowing what we know of the Tribe of Bones, that means they no longer exist.
Okay.
Those were only the skeletons that you guys brought out and were walking around. He didn't say anything about anything else in the dungeon which you're referring to, or the cellar.
I don't know. It's just if
I don't
Milk
even think
still
we're
wants
allowed
to
down
try
there.
it.
I have 4 days worth of crafting to do. Friday, I believe we have a meeting in Kara's temple at 8 o'clock. Correct?
Correct.
You do?
You do.
Is we?
You had questions.
I already got those answered.
Yeah, the priest said to you that it was clear that more was needed to be said, and invited you back for a special ceremony.
Oh!
Only you were to attend.
Oh, then lightning will head there then, I guess.
It's at 8 o'clock it will happen.
Is Wishful been with us?
Yes, she is currently with you.
Wishful, do you wanna go check out the bomb? You don't have to book it, you just have to look.
I mean, I can look, but it kind of leaves me a little bit nervous.
Me too.
Still think we should just throw that thing in the middle of the ocean.
That's a great idea, maybe.
Before you leave, the only other thing is we've sealed off the Mithril map, and it requires special permission either from myself or one of the council members to actually make use of it. The guards are under strict instructions. Unless you have something from one of us, you are not to be let in.
That's totally fair.
The last thing we need is people jumping ship and taking valuable resources with them.
Understandable. After all, the resources are a necessity in these trying times.
But it will be a potential fallback point, and we can attempt to evacuate civilians if the worst should happen.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
If that were to happen, you need the keyword and the opal. Just so you know.
I'm aware of how it works. I have used it many times in the past. The only thing we'll be limited on is individuals who can properly activate it.
Do you know any very secret words we may have to use?
Possibly, but as I said, unless you request to use it and your destination and it's something I can give you, there is no point giving it to you at the moment.
Maybe we could go to Prisma and ask the druids to help the army go through the forest. But I don't think they want to help.
They will be following the train track route, so that should be the most clear path through, as long as there's no obstructions on the track.
Indeed, and the druids have their hands for it, their hooves full right now.
I mean the druids to the west in Prisma, not the druids in Maymay's Reach.
Yeah, the druids in Prisma are south to us.
I'm looking at the map.
So Prisma is there.
Yeah.
Yeah, south. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
The troops are coming up via the train tracks to the city, basically. And as long as the tracks aren't obscured in any way, that shouldn't hinder their movements too much.
If only we could have just blew up that bridge.
I'm gonna look at Lord Weasel. Do you have any ideas? He whistles.
Hmm.
The general sort of looks to you. Go, do what you need to do. I will summon. I will summon you if there is anything that can be done to make a vast difference.
Alright.
I will head to the temple.
But I will probably unlikely summon. I would likely not summon you again until until the day upon us that they have arrived, and we will see what happens from there.
Alright.
Very well.
Best of luck to you.
Milkvissel finishes penning his notes.
I shall also go to the temple.
Party at the temple.
When you guys clearly have finished, he will say to you all, "You are all dismissed."
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
No.
I will give a salute, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you can.
Oh yeah. You should heal yourself, Alex.
Do I have any heals left? That's the question.
Do not know.
I think you have one more Leon who's left. I don't know if you have two, because I think you did all the best you could.
Yeah, and the only other thing I have is my Cure Light Wounds ones, and with the upcoming battle coming, I don't want to like use that up.
All right. So you guys got a little bit of time before basically anything what I've got set up will happen. So we can either time skip to 8 o'clock, or excuse me, or you guys can do anything you want to do beforehand.
Oh, I do still have 2 Strength Drain. That's the one that doesn't go away, right?
Yeah.
Drain does not go
Restoration.
away.
Good 8,000. And more.
You're going with the charitable one, so I'm sure your clerics can help you with that.
Yeah.
Believe drain, you can have it removed, but the spell I'm thinking of will cost 100 diamond dust to use.
Yeah.
Yes, because restoration is not free.
Yeah.
So they might not charge you for the spell, but you'll probably have to pay for the diamond dust.
How much gold do we have in our inventory? Oh, we do have that sword we can sell, because I don't think anyone can use it.
I was planning on learning how to use it.
Oh, okay.
Because honestly, if that's the way to get through, and mind you, this is just player knowledge, but if that's the way on how to get through the construct, then that's what we're going to use. In character, we don't know how exactly it works, so.
I think we do.
Can't we just like melt down the metal and reuse it for like a katana or something?
You would need to find a skilled enough blacksmith to do it, and who can also work with adamantine. So it's something which would take. I think the crafting something like that would probably take about a week, because they have to dismantle it and then reforge it.
So
Yeah, I was just saying, like, hey, you don't waste your feet on like one thing if you don't need to.
I'm sure there's an artisan here with an adamantine hammer who can forge adamantine into whatever shape you need it.
Roger.
So, who's got a knowledge
Dude.
level?
Just make an adamantine keen option. That's like
Let's see, knowledge local.
Lightning would be the best person to actually know this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Okay. I was going to say I'm going to roll to assist, but nope.
Well, I was going to say, remember, knowledge checks should be done hidden.
Oh, I can roll again.
It's fine, you've done it now, but for future. So you know if you
Okay.
so you don't know if you fail or not.
oh nice, we got a pretty one.
Obviously, you don't live here, Nightshine, but you've come through here enough times, and you are aware of a blacksmith sort of corner over here, near where absolutely everything is. Actually, I should paint people over here. So, if there's going to be a blacksmith, it's going to be within this sort of area here.
If nothing, yeah, if nothing else, you can trade it in for absolutely everything. I'm sure they got Nautianic shit.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, 1-for-1 trade might work. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Let me just take off the bastard sword in my inventory.
Yeah.
So while we wait, GM, the only thing Milk Thistle's going to do is he's going to make preparations to have a room set up where he can craft in for the next 4 days with privacy. That way he can focus strictly on his work. And he's going to send one of the Nightmare Temple servants out to buy the raw materials he needs for the 2 scrolls that he needs to craft. It'll actually be 3 scrolls, but 2 of them the same.
The scrolls that you need, are they spells that clerics can cast?
Yes, they're going to be coming from my spell list.
Oh, okay. Let's say if you can cast them, you don't need the scroll. You can just use it off your spell list. It just counts as you casting a spell for that day.
Well, I'm using right scroll, so that way I have these scrolls in my inventory. Like I know they're on my spell list, but I don't want to have them occupying a spell.
Sorry, I thought you were like crafting an item, so no, that makes sense. No, carry on.
Okay. So I need to craft 1 obscuring mist and 2 invisibility purge. And let's see, Alexandrite, you need 100 gold for restoration, correct?
Yes.
All right. Then Milk Thistle is going to count out 10 platinum coins and give them to you.
Thank you. And I will give them to one of the clerics in the Sun Wing to heal me.
All right. Probably the first. If you just go up to a random cleric and go, "Heal me, please, money."
Whoever is like available. Like I don't want to like bother the head guys.
So you just go into the first one available that you see. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the loafers around, like.
The first one you walk up to, he gives a scoff and looks at you, and simply goes, "Blaze would spit at your weakness."
I think I said the Sun Queen when I.
You said the Sun Wing, or not the not the Sun Queen.
Fine, I'll clarify. The Sun Wing or the Sun Cleric. Yeah, Sun Queen. Yeah.
Alright. After being
not one on my tongue.
It's okay.
After being chastised by a Blaze cleric, you go and find a Sun Queen one, and they are more than happy to help you.
Fucking Blaze clerics. All right.
Oh yeah, I don't have notes on the icons anymore. I just need to make a note of 100 Dun Dust was used for the Sun Queen.
I was like, are you keeping track of all the inventory in this town?
In certain things I'm keeping track of, like Diamond Dust is a finite resource.
Yeah, I've had this conversation with Steel multiple times.
So if you run out, if you go somewhere and go, "We need to resurrect this person," and they go, "We haven't got enough Diamond Dust," you're screwed.
Okay. Jeez. How much Diamond Dust do we have, by the way?
You would have to be a inner member of the temple for them to share that information.
All right, fair enough.
I know.
So,
Which is also the reason why I just gave you the coins to go to the Sun Temple, and instead of having you go through the Nightmare Temple, because it's all being pulled from the same resource.
Nice.
The temple's got to share.
they got to care. Anyway, it won't take them too long for a high left cleric to come out with the stuff. They'll take you to a back room where you'll be sprinkled with Diamond Dust, and prayers will be said with spell casting, and then you would feel better. Yay!
Yay. All right, and after that, back to my training.
Yeah.
Which I think I have like either 3 or 4 and half days left.
Well, you are moving down to the sort of end of day stuff, so you guys probably won't be able to get you'll be able to do sort of preparations to start your training. Your training, your crafting, that sort of thing. So it looks like what I'll be doing then is jumping ahead to 8 o'clock and doing Lightning's thing. Sound about right?
I kind of want to talk with Amethyst a bit.
I believe you'll be seeing Amethyst after after 8 o'clock once Lightning's done her thing in Opal's Tavern.
Yeah, we're gonna see Amethyst later tonight.
Yeah, so that has been set up. Alright, Lightning.
Okay.
Time to do horrible things to you.
Yeah.
Alright. Okay, let's pause for 2 seconds. So, Lightning, I assume you go into the Love Wing and head up to a Kara priest to obviously indicate that you're there for the ritual.
Yeah.
The Love Wing.
Yeah, well, it is the Love Wing, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know. It just.
Are you going
Yeah.
alone, or are you going to have
Yeah.
anyone accompany you?
Hmm?
You going alone, or you having anyone accompany you?
Oh, Alexandra, I don't know Alexandra if you want to come.
Sure. If she wants me, I'll come.
So much heresy.
Heresy. Right. As you enter in with Alexandrite, you make your way over to one of the priests, and they give a nod and go, "We have been waiting for you, Nightshine." No, why did I say Nightshine?
I was like, what?
What?
We've been waiting for you, Lightning.
There we go.
Hello, it's me.
I'm afraid your friend, as they look towards Alexandrite, will have to remain here.
I see. That's okay. That's fine.
I suggest you say your goodbyes just in case the worst should happen.
Alexandrite tenses up a bit.
Now, why would I have to worry about the worst happening?
I do not know, but it has been known for those that have gone in front of Kara's presence to not come back alive.
I see.
So,
Okay.
say your goodbyes just in case the worst should happen. If there is nothing to worry about, then from Kara, then you will be fine.
Okay. Alexandra, I love you, and if I never see you again, I just want you to know you're probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
You don't have to do this, you know. I'm not sure what this is, but I will not risk losing you.
Ah!
The cleric looks to you, Alexandra, goes, You are a stallion of faith. I'm sure you know fully well what this is. If one has faith, then you would follow that to the ends of Everglow. Just because your deity is far too forgiving of your failures doesn't mean all of them are.
Oh.
And given the ceremony in question that must be done, there are risks. Anyway, if you have finished saying your goodbyes, follow me.
Could I take her place?
No.
Excuse me. That's not how that works, actually.
It must
How
be.
is it?
It is her who wishes to talk to Kara, not you. And you are very clearly a follower of the Sun Queen, and we will not permit such a ceremony to be performed on yourself.
Well, Kara is the goddess of love, and I love lightning, so...
And how sweet of you is that? And how sweet of that is. That still doesn't change the situation here. If the worst should happen, we'll be sure to bring back her love for you.
Okay. Okay. You know what? You know what? I do not like that tone that you are speaking with there. Because I have the strongest feeling that you don't really like me or want me to come out of that ritual alive.
It is not for us to decide. That will be your fate. Your fate will be in Kara's hoofs.
And you know what? I don't want my fate to be in anyone's hands anymore. I am leaving. I do not want anything to do with this anymore. I am done with Kara. I'm done with religion in general. I am leaving.
Oh, are you now? Then
Yes.
I have something I must give you then before you leave.
Oh no, goodbye. And she begins to walk away very quickly. I don't want anything from you. If you're gonna try and kill me, just fucking do it already.
Hey, it works for good Orden.
So you walk out of the Love Wing Temple.
Yep, hi.
And as you sort of come out into like the large entrance hall area where there's a few of the temple guards and the big book to the author, one of the younger clerics from Kara comes up to you and
Oh god.
gives you, goes to give you something. It looks like it's like almost like it's black, it's small. That's all you can tell at this point.
Can I detect evil from it?
No, you can't detect evil. I'm trying to think. No, actually, you would detect evil in the vicinity, but you're quite sure that would be coming from the cleric rather than the object.
Lightning just looks at it
I believe this is.
and then just tosses it to the side. I am done. I do not want anything to do with Kara anymore. I am done.
Well, the fact you take it, you will see that it looks like a insect of some sort that's black.
Oh, she doesn't touch it.
Okay, well, they're holding it out to you.
I don't want it. Go away. And she walks out the temple.
Can I do a religion check on that, actually?
Yes.
All right.
Hit it, blind roll, please.
Alright, I'll make it blind. Religion... There it is.
Alright.
Hopefully that's good. This is my only good skill.
Right. You try and work out what's going on here. because obviously you know your own deity fairly well, but this seems to be probably a very obscure Kara thing. You're not really sure what's going on. The cleric looks to you and walks over to you. Can you be sure that they received this? And they hold out the black insect to you.
And I will ask, and what is it?
It is a mark,
What type of mark?
a black mark.
So she's excommunicated.
The message is for her alone.
Alright, I will hold on to it for her. I will not force it on her, but I will tell her about it. And I will take the black mark.
Basically, you take it. It looks like a beetle, which is just black. It's probably made out of some sort of black stone, which is really shiny. But it's not going to have any worth. So,
Alright.
it is quite literally worthless.
And I.
Oh.
I mean, you probably could sell it for a couple of copper, but it's technically worthless.
Alright. And I will follow after lightning.
Oh, I had everything planned out for that.
Yes. Ah, good. The pieces are falling into place.
Nope. Right.
All right. Is Midnight Vision awake at this time?
8 o'clock, I believe he will be, yes.
All right. Milk Thistle will request a meeting with him as soon as he's available.
Sure. Some time passes, and then he's ready.
Milk Thistle walks in, and he's got a big stack of papers, notes scribbled on there. And on the top, there is a folded piece of paper with a palm tree drawn on it. And Milk Thistle will bring him up to date with everything they've encountered, including the demon that fought down in the orders. And how Milk Thistle had to summon all of his willpower and all of his faith to defeat the demon, but he was able to do so, and the danger of the construct that is still at large. And then the most recent meeting with Thunder, letting him know that Strongbags is dead, and the upcoming plans.
I am just reading something for myself now. He will thank you for the notes, and he will say he will need to have some time reading through and going over everything. But is there anything that he should draw his attention to right away?
And Milk Thistle gestures to the folded piece of paper on top of the palm tree.
Understood. I
do.
I shall retire and look over your information. Unless I need to read it this second.
As soon as possible, sir.
All right then. He will take the note and then he will read through it then while you're there.
Alexander is actually going to head to the Nightmare Wing after this conversation and get a message to Milk Thistle asking for his input on something.
Well, Milk Thistle. You probably would be able to speak to Milk Thistle before he goes into the Nightmare Wing to actually talk to Midnight. So you can actually do this before it happens. So it gives me a chance to read this message anyway.
I was mostly going to ask about this black mark thing, if he knew anything about it, because he worships an evil god, so Maybe, I don't know.
Wait, does that mean Milk saw lightning just fucking storm out the temple?
Yeah.
No, I was completely engrossed in my own work. I imagine I was meeting with Midnight Vision while you were doing your thing.
No.
Nah, apparently not, it seems.
No, he would have got up, got dressed, got washed, and stuff like that. So you actually don't meet him until about 8:30.
Ah.
So
Okay.
you would see lightning storming off.
All right. In that case, yeah, Milk Thistle's likely within visual range of the Nightmare Temple while I wait for Midnight Vision.
Okay. So yeah, I will say you go on ahead. I need to talk to Milkwith about something.
Haha, gladly. I'll leave the temple as quickly as possible.
So yeah, I'll tell Milk that Lightning has denounced her god, and they have attempted to give her this black beetle. And Alexander kind of wants to just know, like, if he knows anything about it, because.
Why did you touch?
Well, they were assistant on it, and I thought it would be safer in my hooves than hers.
Milk Thistle will roll Knowledge Religion.
Yep, blind, please.
Yes, sir.
You look over it and you frown. It could hold many meanings. Your thoughts only strike you of what it could potentially mean if it were coming from the nightmare, but none of them really make sense in regards to Kara, so you really don't know.
I cannot be certain what the purpose of this is, but considering it is a parting gift from Kara, if lightning is truly done and over with Kara, then I would recommend disposing of it. Offer it to her because it is being given to her, but if she wants nothing to do with it, destroy it.
Alright. That was my plan anyway.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a very important meeting with Midnight Vision.
Alright. Best of luck.
All right, and kind of fast forwarding into the meeting with Midnight.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just reading over what I need to read over. 'Cause I can't talk and read at the same time.
How badly cursed is Alexandrite?
No, you are exactly 0 cursed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't have to make a will save, and Lightning slapped it out of their hooves. She didn't make a will save, so probably not cursed.
Okay, so probably just a. I'm thinking of the word like a symbolism.
I ain't touching that fucking beetle.
Yeah, I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a Kara cleric. If somebody were to denounce the nightmare in such a passionate way, right before preparations were made to give them a gift of conversing with the goddess herself, I would not be very pleased with that, and I would probably want to do all kinds of terrible things to the individual.
Yep.
I mean, you would probably know in that situation, Milk Thistle, it's very possible they probably wouldn't leave the Nightwing alive, possibly. But given it's such a public place, they might be allowed to leave alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, that basically the equivalent of what you can see what Lightning might have just done is basically walking up to the deity, spitting in the face, and then walking away.
Exactly. There would be no forgiveness, and they would not forget this.
Yeah.
You know, it's not exactly a gang. It's not blood in, blood out, and Lightning is not a cleric, so she doesn't have the close relationship that a cleric would. Like, if I were to do that to the Nightmare, I would be severely punished, probably killed on the spot.
Yeah.
Lightning is a devoted worshiper, so I'm not sure.
Lightning wasn't really all that devoted, but because she's a doppelganger, she's kind of connected.
Right, you carry that blood in you, so, you know, it's like one of your favorite children spitting in your face. Can't go well.
At least you're not a car. Well, I mean, it could have been better if you were a Caracus, because then you could have taken the feats that allowed you to become like spider-like.
She is.
She's not Caracus.
I do remember getting kissed by the witch.
Yeah, but that wasn't Kara.
And yeah, Karakist is a particular
Feet.
type of pony that.
Yeah,
Which, well,
it's a particular type of feet, and you actually look like an insect.
Instead of Lightning, who I just decided like, hey, no, the insect look is better than like not insect look, so I'll just go with the insect look.
And it sounds
Yeah.
Yeah, most doppelgangers are kind of grey-furred, white-maned, and what is it? Like white, like white, glassy eye type look.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, though I think most of the MLP people prefer the bug look, so that's what I went for with the art.
Yeah.
like the two-part finisher to wear and back again. That was probably the best Chrysalis episode. That was fantastic. The way she entered the throne room, all upside down and creepy like, and her bones and chitin popping. That was so freaking cool.
Yeah.
all right. So Midnight will read over the note and and give you a small frown and goes, things potentially will not move as quickly as you wish, but we will see. We will look into matters. There is much going on behind the scenes currently.
Can you make me privy to that, or should I stay focused on what I'm working on currently?
And you It sounds like you will have your work cut out for you, as children at points can be very unruly.
I feel there's a lot of pressure to move quickly because of how quickly this army is falling down on top of us.
Hmm.
The preparations being made, I trust Field Marshal Thunder to make the best decision. I am not a commander myself, so I will have to trust his judgment. But it seems like so much is being left for the very last moment because he can't predict and prepare for everything. We just don't have the resources to deal with this because we never expected it to happen.
And you will be right, my child. But we'll have to put our faith in the nightmare to guide us in the right direction. But
Speaking of which,
carry on.
and that is the main reason I wanted to speak to you. I thought I had a revelation, a bit of assurance that I was on the right path. I had cast Speak Deep with Mirmir's, Drink Deep from Mirmir's Well, and the message I received said that I was on the right path. I had asked specifically about the Tribe of Bones and whether or not we can get them to ally themselves with us. I was assured that I was on the right path and that I would find the answers faster than I thought.
And
We learned. Sorry, sir.
Carry on. Sorry, I was just where people go. Oh, carry on.
We learned of the Tribe of Bones culture. We learned of the history within the city. We learned of the Queen's involvement, and there is a lot of history that has been erased. There is a genocidal attempt against the Tribe of Bones. Their numbers were thinned so much that they've had to go into hiding all these years. They still exist here within the city, at least 12 of them. 2 that I've potentially identified, 1 for certain. I thought by learning of their culture that they would ally themselves with us and help us to form an army to fight against the humans. But when I made this offer and said that we were rebuilding the empire and that they would have an equal footing within the new empire, my offer was rejected.
I see.
And now I frankly don't see the point in trying to preserve them or bring them back out ever again. I was filled with so much anger. I just washed my hooves of them and said if they wanted to die in the ashes that are left over, then that's exactly what they deserved.
How much does Midnight Vision know of your past? Just before I start saying stuff, because I can't remember if you've told him too much about where you've come from and stuff.
He certainly would have known what set me on the path to become a cleric. The entirety of my backstory, he would be aware of that, where I came from, and the vision I had from the nightmare whenever I finally became a cleric officially.
Okay, that's
And
fine. Not all of us are given such a direct and divine message that sends us upon a path. Most based their choices and their decisions on their lives and past events. It is unlikely that a simple encounter would change many years of what's happened and being cast aside. Have a think of what an individual who's upset you recently, and if I told you you have to forgive them, could you bring yourself to do it?
I would not hesitate to obey you, but I
Now-
must be honest, I would find a sincere apology to be difficult, if not impossible.
Okay, so me you would do it for. Now let's say he gestures out towards the doors. Now let's say a chance meeting with a member of this fine populace comes along and says that you must forgive them. What are your thoughts then?
I wouldn't. I would neglect them and live my own life.
Correct. Now, you'll have to, if you wish them to potentially follow you and listen to what you say, you must show them or be to them as I am to you. Learning about them is just one step, but there is potentially more that must be done to gain their trust, their respect. What that could be, I am unsure. But you will be dealing with many layers of distrust, I am certain. But they are likely not to be discounted just yet, but they'll likely take some time. And he looks to the rest of your notes. Does your notes here talk of what happened with them and the information you found?
Yes, it goes into detail about the history.
Did you rewrite it all out after you left the? Because you did.
No, because I did promise I would not write that down. So I'll verbally share the history of the Tribe of Bones, and that the librarian, or not the librarian, but the person who runs a museum. I forget their title.
Yes, a curator.
Curator. So I'll verbally share the history of the Tribe of Bones and say that the curator did not want me to write their history down, so I had to leave my notes that I wrote down with him.
I'm going to say that took you 15 minutes to explain. So he gives a slow nod. I would see why people who have been hurt so deeply would be so reluctant to aid the memory of a empire that once did that to them.
I did take consideration that the body of the Queen is with us, currently being guarded by Steel. What is Steel's last name?
Prism.
Currently being guarded by Steel Prism. If I could convince him to let me cast Speak with Dead upon it, I could probably ask her questions and get some answers. Because there's so much of history that's been either changed or rewritten completely. In fact, this entire city is a rewriting of history. This being the original site of the Tribe of Bones village. And this city just seemed to sprout up overnight with no explanation.
It sounds like there are many questions to be answered. It is possible you might learn what you wish, but if this is the Steel Prism of old, then, well, it is possible you are dealing with somebody who might not allow you such a thing.
I suspect as much. He is very protective of the body.
It is also possible that her body may be a step forth to allow you to gain trust with the tribe. But again, it is unlikely that it will be given freely.
When you say gain trust with the tribe, what do you mean? How should I use the body?
Well, the body of the one that destroyed them may be valuable to them. It is merely a thought. And maybe a bargaining chip.
Milk Thistle furrows his brow and looks down at the table. Nods his head. I'll consider this.
I think there are still many paths laid out. Not all of them will be the right path. I think the message was still true, but you have come to a fork in the road, well, probably many forks in the road, and you have to choose which route to continue down, and not all of them will be in the right direction.
Suffice to say, we cannot count on the Tribe of Bones to assist us with this army.
Possibly not, unless something, unless a lot of effort is put in, most likely. But you could quite possibly have them move further down and assist you later on, if you keep them in mind. They sound at least somewhat open, but they are keeping themselves very well guarded by the sound of it.
Very much so. That is all I had for you, High Priest. Do you need anything from me before I go?
The only thing I would say is it will prove more interesting with alternative plans to the original, but not impossible. But you would need to find some sort of blackmail or a way to control this person to fully exploit them. This is referring to the first part in your letter.
Good to go. With that, Milk Thistle will stand up and bow his head, High Priest. If you need me, before midnight, I'll be retiring to Opal's Tavern before I begin the work on my crafting.
I believe nothing will be done this evening, but we will see what. If I require you, we will find you. If you do come across any information that can be used, do pass it on as soon as you can.
Thank you, sir.
He gives a nod and bids you farewell. And says, "May the darkness guide you."
And may the nightmare give you strength.
May the force be with you, always.
Alright. I think at this point, probably everyone's in Opal's Tavern, as that's probably where everyone was heading to at this time.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Milk Thistle would, I guess, meet up with everyone at the front of the temple, and then we'll go down to the tavern.
As you guys wanted to meet with Amethyst, she would be at the temple.
At the temple?
No, sorry, not at the temple. At Opal's Tavern.
Okay.
I figured she would have wanted this.
No, we met up at the wrong place.
We're all in the tavern now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can we never have any meetings in the temple again? Just as a request.
What happened exactly?
Nothing. We don't need to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to acknowledge it ever again.
Okay.
Wishful Pen looks a little bit hurt, but I like going to the temple. It's one of my favourite places.
Alright, there's a certain place in the temple that will forever ruin my image of that place.
Oh, I'm...
Don't worry, it's okay. I'm okay with the Sun Queen. I like the Sun Queen.
Milk, what did you do?
What about the Princess Luminance?
Princess Luminance is fine. I like Princess Luminance. I like Nightmare too, and I like Blaze.
Alright, Nightshine,
I want to know what Blaze.
why do you think it was Milk Thistle that did something?
Adults are talking. Milk, what did you do?
Why am I always the
It
scapegoat?
wasn't Milk.
Because you are the goat.
No. It wasn't Milk. It was actually Alexandra who finally pushed me to fucking do it.
What did you do?
That was really quick.
Yeah.
That was on purpose.
Okay. What I think she's trying to say is she denounced Kara.
Oh.
Oof.
I would never...
And Kara gave her a parting gift.
I don't want her gift.
Perhaps Wishful Pen can make sense of it.
Yes, I will put it on the table.
She will have a look at it and...
Lightning just fucking goes over to the bar and begins ordering alcohol. Not wanting to look at it.
She will probably look at it, pull out a book, one of her many books she dragged around, and squints as I'm trying to find her character sheet.
Nightshine will also take a look.
Do a blind religious roll.
Both
And
me
that-
and Milk cannot make either hands of it.
I'm gonna add my 1d6.
That is fine. Cool, can't see that there.
Bird is gonna go and sit at the bar to give Lightning a little bit of camaraderie.
Make it blind, normal.
I'm going to die. I'm going to be assassinated by doppelgangers in my sleep. Oh, yay.
Okay, that didn't roll as well, so...
I wish I could say that I know this feeling, Lightning, but I sadly cannot say that. The only thing we can do at this point is to just keep moving onwards and make sure that we have one another's backs.
Okay, Wishful Pen is sort of going through the books and checking stuff, humming and her into herself. And Nightshine, you must have read something about this before in probably your many trips to Luminance's library. You know exactly what this is, and it's not good. This is a mark that is given to a individual who has done something very bad in Kara's eyes. It's basically a mark of exile and a mark of death. It is likely that that she may be targeted for assassination, depending on how much of a problem she could be. But she is unlikely to receive aid from anyone or anything that has association to Kara. And it is highly possible that Kara could or may act in a manner to purposely sabotage any future endeavours that lightning may or may attempt to do. So basically, if they try and set up a business, they might find that business burns down, that sort of thing.
Oh, so she's playing by mafia rules.
Who's holding it?
It's just down on the table at the moment.
Okay. Limey, what did you do? They're really upset with you right now.
I renounced my fucking god.
Tell me your biggest dream.
Being queen.
They won't let you be queen.
Great.
Okay.
Please destroy that fucking gift.
Also, they may try to kill you. We should lock the windows tonight.
Please destroy that fucking gift. I'm not touching it.
It is your parting gift. You should
Shut up, Milk.
No. I'm not even a worshiper of Kara, and even I'm not foolish enough to tell her off in such a blatant manner.
I started to think this Kara
I
is
am
evil.
done.
Of course she is.
Is common knowledge that she is evil?
No, not
No.
really.
No.
Everything like that sort of plays off that she's more of the neutral individual, but I mean, if you look closely, then you start to see the cracks.
She's the god of fucking love.
Yeah.
Of course she wouldn't want people thinking she's fucking evil.
And
Has-
as a god of love, do you not think that she is a jealous god?
Oh, she's fucking petty.
I just gonna take a note down of this. You should too, Wishful Pen. I think this is classified information.
Her cleric did ping off as evil.
Oh, I think, yeah, but how?
Is there a lit fireplace in the bar?
Yeah, there would be. It's this sort of place where there would be fireplaces.
Milk Thistle scoops up the bugs and wraps them up in a piece of paper. You know, kind of crumbles it up around him so he doesn't touch them.
It's
And
only
then
one. It's only one bug.
Oh, just one. Okay. And passes it over to Lightning. Lightning,
Fuck off, I'm not touching it.
just throw it into the fire.
I'm not touching it, you throw it in the fucking
Oh my
fire.
god.
This is not my gift. You were the one who made this decision. Follow through.
You.
I think you should
not
keep it.
touching it.
Oh yes, wear it as a talisman around your neck. Remind yourself every morning when you look at
Why are you fucking with me? My life is in danger.
Your life has always been in danger because you keep such good company. Does this really change anything? Oh, someone's trying to kill us.
I don't want that fucking mark on me.
Powers beyond our imagining are working against us. Those are trying to kill you. Nothing has changed. Don't get so fearful.
Scarface, I forgot your name and stress. Can you please throw it in the fire? She looks the burned.
Wishful.
Yeah.
Is there any reason we shouldn't burn this?
Let's hear what Wishful Pen has to say first.
I don't think it will. The stone will do anything. It's more of a symbolism. If Night Shine's right, that and whatever she does with it now is doesn't matter.
I don't want anything to do with it.
So at this point, Byrne is just like he throws up his forelegs and he's like, "Fine, I'll throw in the god stamped fire, since apparently someone doesn't want to touch it, and I understand that, but for the love of the gods, Milk," and he grabs it in his maw and he just throws it across the room into the fire.
Alexandra, I would like to sanctify that fire.
Milk Thistle just has this shit-eating smug grin on his face the whole time.
Alexandra, please pour some holy water or something and sanctify the blaze.
I don't think it would particularly matter, but if you wish, I can do that in the morning.
Please.
I'm gonna walk up to Oppo. Oppo, if your turban gets burned down again, know that we are very sorry.
She gives you a look. I might have to uninvite you from staying here.
That's fair.
Don't worry. As long as I don't associate with you, you'll be fine.
But
I'm getting very drunk tonight. Like, I'm gonna put 10 gold on the table, just slide it across.
Opal looks at it and sort of gives you a question look. I mean, I'm not supposed to associate with you, so...
Shut up and give me my alcohol.
I think this past week deserves the round.
She'll roll her eyes and will basically start sorting out people's drinks. Amethyst is also here, just because people need to remember, because you wanted to meet her.
Yeah.
Hi, Amethyst.
Sorry, Amethyst, we've been ignoring you.
Sorry about that. Just, inter-party politics going on.
Everyone has their problems, and it sounds like somebody has their problems with a god. I tend to avoid them as much as possible. They leave me alone, I leave them alone. Give them
I'm going to try and hopefully get it to that sort of state by just fucking ignoring everything she does. And hoping she gets bored.
Oh, so you're giving her the cold shoulder, right?
Have fun. I'm just gonna drink and forget it.
Yep. And,
So, what did you want to talk to me about, Lightning? You asked me to return back here.
I did? What did I want to ask you about? Look, this was 4 weeks ago. I probably forgot.
I can't remember myself.
Okay, there was the issue with Shadow.
Yeah.
We're not interrogating her. I'm saying this out of character. We're not interrogating her, so we were going to try to befriend her and get her on her side to gain more cooperation and see if she could help us out. Try to kill her with kindness to see if we can bring her around to our side and gain her trust that way.
So, what did you want to see me about?
Will you be our friend?
She gives you a bit of a weird look. I mean, you asked me to stay, but that's, I don't know. If you're going around upsetting gods, I might want to avoid you.
No, it's not gonna be that bad. I'm just gonna have to deal with assassins and the god's hatred.
Well, as long as they don't come after me, I don't plan to inherit your problems.
Great. That's perfect. I'm sure they won't.
So, I mean, I was able to get hold of a simple wizard's book. I've got level 0 spells, yay.
Probably ask Nightshine to have some of his spells. He's got the biggest boner for you anyway.
I don't think she has money to pay for it.
You're going to charge her?
Yes?
Why?
Let's see. You need the ink, and you need to make up for kidnapping me.
I mean, the ink she would have to pay for anyway, because that's just copying the spell, but yeah. But, I mean, I would charge him if he wanted to copy something out of my book, so... As annoying as that is, I can't say I blame him. I mean, I might nab it when he's not looking if he can't keep hold of it again, but that's about it. But I got some favours I can try calling in, but it'll take some time, and I don't know if that will even happen, but we will see.
Oh yeah, did you know that you may have gotten one of the council members killed? of building.
Wow.
What if
At
what
least there's an open inn now.
council members? I don't know anything about that.
Somebody attacked the sewers.
What,
I
what,
don't know that.
Perhaps.
why was a council member in the sewers of all places?
Probably because he knew the Thief Guild existed and was probably there to peruse the goods. Or he was part of it.
Lightning, loose lips sink ships.
Who cares? They're all gonna die anyway.
Talking about ships, do you want to help me use an airship to detonate a bomb on the human army?
You know what? Nightshine, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Well, with that attitude,
We could actually use your help with that, Amethyst.
I don't know anything about airships or
Oh,
bombs.
we'd love to look at this bomb that we have. Whispering this.
I mean, what? I mean, what sort of bomb is it? Is it like a magical one?
Sort of bomb that could
Prominent
open
technology.
sort of bomb that could open a portal to the elemental planes and kill us all in a very, very light radius.
I mean, the more you talk about it, the less I kind of want to be near it. Alexandra, I just want to check. Did you say it was ruminant technology?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that would perk our interest then. It goes, ruminant technology. I mean,
Oh yeah.
we might be able to use it to get into Silver Dream's Citadel. They always want like weird and wonderful stuff.
You're fucking correct there, Missy.
That could actually be a good use for that bomb.
Are you crazy?
I mean,
Give Silver Dream a nuke.
Are you crazy, Nightshine?
Apparently not, because I disagree with you.
You want to set up the bomb that has 1 second left.
Yeah,
That
that's
guy.
pretty fucking
I
crazy.
Wow,
know.
oh my god, a fucking spider right there.
Yeah.
I just got fucking jump scared by a spider. The fuck are you doing there, buddy?
Hey, this is what happens if you piss off Kara.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, Kara, fuck off.
The question is, what kind of spider was it?
It's a tiny little baby spider.
The insects have already started attacking you. I see.
Yeah, it's got
just
3,000
chilling.
brothers and sisters on their way too.
Oh God.
He's
Nope.
just chilling on my bed right now. What are you doing?
The fact that you got jump scared by a small baby.
It was like, I had my finger there. I was making like a pinching thing towards one of the wires on my thing, and I almost pinched the guy, and I just saw him moving, and I was like, ah!
I had like that too, where like a spider just ran across my keyboard.
All right. Do we?
Yeah, next time. If I'm crazy enough to denounce a god, we're crazy enough to give a bomb to Silver Dream.
Are we
I hope
out of
you are
earshot?
joking.
Are we out of earshot of everyone else at the bar?
I mean, Opal's Tavern's a bit quiet at the moment. You guys tend to be the most tend to be in here, but there is probably a few patrons in here. You guys are being probably a little bit loud. You're not kind of like keep talking in hushed whispers or anything.
I think we should sleep at the airship tonight, because assassins.
Yeah, I agree with on this.
We should get going.
As he says that, Bird's eyes slowly go wide. He's like, I agreed with Nightshine for. Oh shit.
I'm not agree.
I will be staying at the temple for the next 4 days. I have work to do.
Guess I'll never be seeing you for the next 4 days.
If you do need me, send word. But I must have this project done before the army arrives.
Yeah.
Can't
If,
you do that at the airship?
It's best I do it here at the temple.
well, if we need anything from you, Milk, this will all come in.
Yeah.
I also have my training I should probably be doing. I'll need at least another paladin there. So
Burns, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay at the temple, or are you going to the airship with us?
I'm going to the airship. I mean, the only thing I really need to do in town is training with the civilians. So, yeah, going to the airship.
Amethyst, do you want to go to the airship with us?
I mean, you've got some ruminant tech on there, definitely.
No, the airship itself is ruminant tech. We actually have a lot of ruminant tech over there. You could look over that.
Yeah.
Did you finish reading those books you stole from me before they got blown up?
How long was she gone for? Not all
So-
of them. I was mostly going at perusing the one with could give me possible locations where I could actually find some useful stuff.
Did you get any information from there?
Not currently.
But
Well, since you intend to go to the airship tonight, Burned Alexandroid, I have a favor to ask of both of you.
Yes.
Yes.
The Queen has intimate knowledge of what happened during the time of the Trap of Bones destruction. We need Steele's permission to cast Speak with Undead on her. I need you to ask him.
Roger.
I can attempt, but even I don't think this will be a good idea. And considering Steele's a part of my religion, I don't think he will either.
I mean, I might be able to talk him into it. I don't know. Or it might be
Let
able
him-
to convince him.
Let him know that my intent is to simply find out the truth. That is all we need. We need information from her, and that is all.
Indeed.
I will be cloistered for 4 days, so you have 4 days to convince him.
All right. So probably with that.
Boy, when you ask for favors, you really milk them in.
So with that, are you guys basically gonna drink a bit and then stumble your way out of the city?
Yeah?
Mm,
I'm probably not gonna drink much, considering Lightning's life is on.
yeah. Bird
And
is
Milk Soul just had a couple of sips of a strong drink, and he doesn't even finish it.
Bird only had a single glass, and that's gonna be it for him.
So I think Lightning, you're probably the one who's drinking the most.
I double phasing.
Lightning she doesn't even care. She's gonna drink till she blacks out.
Oh God, do we have to haul your ass to?
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's more Alexandra has to haul her ass, so you guys will be fine.
Oh, don't worry, I'm used to carrying this ass.
Like, don't even bother asking me to roll fortitude. I will drink till black.
That's
Luck's
fine.
used to riding me.
All right. So
Now, make sure you secure the goggles before she passes out.
She will throw up in a trough.
Or secure the goggles after she passes out. It'll be easier.
probably.
Yeah, that's a
You
great
want the
idea.
goggles? You could have the fucking goggles.
You can't stop us.
Here, but alright. She takes the goggles and she licks the lenses before passing them to him.
Zelda's song plays.
All right. So the only thing that will happen is as you guys go to leave the city, the portcullis is closed, and there are guards there at the exit. So you can't get through the gate basically because it's closed.
Is there? I almost would do something stupid that could cause me to get damaged, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna try seeing if the gate is locked.
As you walk up to the portcullis, a number of the guards suddenly sort of like start walking towards you. Halt there, citizen. No one is to leave. No one's to enter or leave the city at night.
We should have considered this was going to be a possibility.
Yeah.
Do we have one of the letters from the console? I think we do have one left.
I think we do.
Which
Do we
letter?
have it?
Which letter is this one, Nightshine?
Ones we are from the council to ask for support to village town.
Oh yeah, you've still got a few of those.
What's our general's name again?
Field Marshal Thunder.
Yeah.
Could we send a runner to Field Marshal Thunder? Tell him that Alexandrite and party would like to exit the city for a moment.
I'm afraid we will not send a runner on your behalf. If you wish to request such a thing, you'll have to go and sort that out yourself.
Any chance one of these guys was trained by one of us?
No, these actually look like they were the original guards that were working here.
And oh, okay.
Nightshine, do you want to go and deal with Field Marshal Thunder?
I'm not sure if he'll be available on request.
We'll just have to go in the morning then.
Yep.
No, I think we should. Maybe we can convince them that. I saw we have a bomb right outside of the city. We are supposed to put it away from the city.
They look at each other and then back to you. There's a bomb.
Oh God.
It's not exactly a bomb. It's a nuke.
Damn it.
Nightshine. I will mention Nightshine has drinking and smoked weed, so he's cross-faded right now.
Oh God.
Dear friend, he is very inebriated. I'm going to take him home to get uninebriated, beat the shit out of him.
He's gonna sober up, and to play the part, Bernd sort of hooks his one of his legs around Nightshine.
He moves away.
Wait,
Oh God.
the guard simply goes, well, if you return in the morning and you have a work order, you can leave the city.
All right. Thank you for your services.
But we are currently under a siege mentality, so no one in or out unless they have permission to do so.
Come on, Nightshine.
Yeah. Let's go.
He's thinking. Think.
Think harder.
Is there like any place he could squeeze through?
No. I mean, because the portcullis is designed purposely so people can't get through, because it would be a very shit portcullis otherwise.
That's true.
I mean, the only thing you could do is get onto the wall somehow and then jump off. You might break your legs.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that was my original idea. Let's see.
Because there is a lot of wall, and you're quite certain they probably can't watch all of it at this point in time.
Let's. If I enlarged person myself, could I without breaking my legs?
You're still
you
full in the
probably
same
attack-
distance. Doesn't matter what size you are.
And you'd probably be attacked by the guards, considering you just cast enlarge person on yourself.
Yeah, you
Okay.
make yourself stand out a little bit more.
Yeah, and as someone who's casted spells in the middle of a city, they tend to not like things like that.
Okay, don't. Okay, but I would hurt myself. But would I still be able to walk?
I mean, you're still jumping the same distance no matter your size. You still may break your legs.
I guess we're just going to sleep at the temple.
Yep. I mean, we can't go out. Get in.
I will. I don't know. Night Streak. Sorry, not. Your name's combined with Lightning Streak right now, in my view. So if Nightshine is going to the temple, I'll give him to Milk Thistle to look over / punish for trying to dock Sergeant the bomb.
I believe Milk Thistle is very busy at the moment.
Okay.
Unless
Milk Thistle's locked away and cloistered right now.
Okay, then I guess one of the other nightmare priests.
Nightshine isn't a worshiper of the nightmare, though.
Ah, I thought he was. No.
No.
Bird will take her.
He doesn't want to be with you.
Oh my.
Yeah, so Bird will support Lightning as he hauls her to the Nightmare Temple for safekeeping for the night.
Nightmare Temple, not the Sun Temple.
I mean, would you
Because-
rather pick Sun Temple?
Yes.
Burned is a worshiper of the nightmare, though. It makes sense to go there.
yeah.
Yeah. And on top of that, Burned is actually fairly honest with Alexandria and Burned. They're a damn good team. But he can stand his ground if she were. So.
Alright, so it sounds like you all basically are resting at the temple for this evening.
Yeah. I am, at least.
God.
Were you taking Lightning?
I'm taking Lightning. You know what?
Where's Alexandra?
Yeah.
He. You know what?
Wait, we should not bring Lightning to the temple.
That's what I've been saying, yeah, like...
Alright.
A moment of clarity comes to Nightshine's head.
Yeah.
We should sleep in an abandoned house. Actually, is anyone looking... Was anyone following us? I look around.
Roll me a blind perception.
Mr. Weasel will also give you a blind perception.
Okay.
Wait, that's not blind.
That's definitely not blind.
Ignore it.
Oh, that's kind of handy. Oh, that's really good. I can click on the little book and it opens up the perception thing and it tells me all the modifiers.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is really good. I don't have to look things up anymore. I can click on something. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was far too excited. What did you roll? So, as far as you can tell, you or Lord Weasel have not spotted anyone following you.
You know what?
I actually know a good place to take her. I'll hold on to the Lightning and head to the Griffin Temple.
Alright. Fair
The
enough.
Griffin Temple?
Yeah. Well, that's a neutral place, and we've been there before. Like, we have some good Titans.
I think you walked in and spoke to the priest once.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And I don't think anyone would expect us to go there.
so the Griffin Temple is more of a building that has been converted to a temple. So you can go in, but the sort of main large area which you can actually go in has all the different shrines in there. It's open, but any of the other doors around are sealed, or at least locked, so you can't get into them. But the actual temple area itself appears to be empty at the moment.
Alright. I guess I will... Is there any priest or anything?
No.
Alright.
When you were here, there was there was very limited priests anyway, so it's not unlike the Pony Temple. They probably don't have a 24-hour cleric on there.
Alright. I shall put Lightning down on one of the pews, I think they're called. Like the chairs.
Yeah.
The seats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
and
not
I
many of
will,
them.
Yeah, and I'll stay up.
We shall take turns making watch. You take first. I take
Alright.
second.
Alright.
Wishful pen, you can take third.
Okay. I mean, I don't know why we're not sleeping in the Pony Temple.
Because they are evil. They want to eat our soul.
They're,
We-
they're not evil. I've got loads of friends in there.
Your friends are evil. Just look at us.
She looks over at you. I want to say you're not, but the fact that you said that is making me question it now.
I'm just gonna
Question
look
everything.
at Nightshine and it's like, I'm a fucking paladin.
You're a very bad paladin. And he boops you.
Whew. But you guys are able to basically watch things. You do get an odd look from a griffin who does sort of come in late at night, and he sort of eyes you weirdly as he heads over to like one of the shrines. But other than that, you guys won't have anything odd happen.
Alright.
Nightshine's gonna wake up feeling very groggy, and he's gonna ask what happened last night.
Well, you did blab about the bomb to random guards at the station when we got stopped.
You're making that up. Okay, Bird, what happened for real?
You blabbed about the bomb to the guards at the...
Why am I asking you? Wishful Pen's the only trustworthy person here.
I mean,
Is
what they're
lightning
saying,
awake?
what they're saying is true.
She was exchanged with wasn't it of those bugs? Changeling, she's a changeling. Get her out of here! He
She
says
is
the
not-
steel drug.
She's not a changeling, you drunk.
I hate you all. Just kill me. End my suffering.
You guys feel that a large shadow sort of gets cast over you all, as a rather big griffin sort of is looking down upon you. He's standing on his back legs to make himself look even larger. He doesn't look very pleased in the slightest. What are
Does he
you
have-
doing in here?
Does he have any holy symbol on him?
Yes, he has one of the Sun King.
I'm sorry for our rudeness. We needed a safe place to stay for the night, and we had people who might have been on the lookout in our normal places, and this was the first place I could think of.
If you were followers of a griffin god, I might have forgiven you.
No, but we have a friend who was. They're sadly not with us anymore.
I think he's still here. I pointed to Ulrich T-posing.
Man, I think he could actually join us again. I think he's actually free around this time.
No, really.
I'm not sure. I think you would have to like go either mid-session or near the end though.
But the griffin looks at you and goes, "Well, I expect you to compensate the temple for having to help protect you."
Of course.
Mhm.
I'm a paladin. I can work off whatever.
He points to the donation box.
Alright.
Do whatever you want.
Who has all the money again?
Bird is gonna put... Let me do math.
Anyway, that's all we're doing is pointing to the donation box.
He is going to donate 5 gold into the donation box.
That's fine.
It's like shit. I keep all my money with the group's funds, and I think that's with
Hello.
Oh, you have the group funds? Alright.
I have the group fund.
I think 6 gold should be enough.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, considering gold is, like, really good for people who don't.
That's me.
I need you to take one to the team. Just say you'll suck his dick.
I say what?
Just say you'll suck his dick.
Hey, look him. Can I see his dick?
No,
Oh
like,
god.
like all creatures in this world, they are clothed.
I can't see it.
Well, fucking ask him to show.
That's rude.
Ah,
Also, I think he's a man of faith. That means I'm too old for him.
no.
Oh,
Say you're under 18. It'll be fine.
I'll just look to the priest. Would 5 gold be enough? Because that's already paid for.
If you feel that is enough to purge your soul of your trespassing,
I was like, I'm sure that's more than enough for a room at a good inn.
I'll purge sins, alright.
he will then still be scouring at you the whole time. Well, then you may now leave.
Yup, Bird is already out the door. As soon as he says that, he's out the door.
I will head out the door, but I'll wait at the door for the others.
I think
just
I'm
in
still
case.
drunk. Hi, Alexander.
He will also add, if I see you sleeping here again without permission, you will be beaten awake and thrown outside.
Oh, if you kept a cleric out at night, we would have had permission. Or asked for
No, that's not that is what Kara will do to me.
Can we please not antagonize him? Please?
You couldn't.
No, we need a holy war here.
You can't imagine what that bitch would do to me.
Night Shine is gonna pull out a piece of paper, write a small note, and give to Lord Weasel, who's gonna fly away north.
Oh god.
Now, my fellow men, we must go somewhere where I can cry my eyes out and puke into a bucket.
Alright.
I'm a man.
Yes,
So-
we're all men here.
No, mare.
Men.
No, and they're stallions.
God damn it!
So,
Wait.
God bless America.
okay, so, Lightning, what you mean is, let's go to the park so I can puke into the pond and let it all wash away. There, we'll go and do that.
Don't
I'll
kick
go
into the
drown
pond. That's our
myself
water
in the
supply.
pond. I'll go drown myself in the pond. That's a better
No,
one.
the water supply is underground.
That's true, but that's still like a good, fresh thing of water. Like,
Wait, I've got a great idea. Why don't we join up with the human army and destroy the temple?
and you're being a nihilist.
Yeah, let's
I was
take
gonna say treason, but I'm not there, so I'm not saying that.
let's you know what, let's take
Oh, right, got it. Treason. That's a bad idea.
let's just get you away from here, you know. Sit down and have a little peace, right?
Yeah, we need to talk to God, I
Why
can't
is
forget
it on
his
the
Thunder
temple?
Hooves.
Field Marshal.
Yeah, Field Marshal Thunder Hooves.
Yep.
Why are we in the temple? We're never gonna come here again.
Lightning, come on, and with that he gives her a very soft pat on the back. But you'll be better, you'll be fine eventually.
I need to change my form. I need to change my name. Where will I go? Who will I be?
Still, I send you some whispers.
I know I'm reading.
We can work on your explanational crisis later.
Yep. Alright, come on everybody, off to see Field Marshal Thunder.
Yeah.
Why?
So we
Why?
can get out of the city and do whatever we're doing with the airship.
The
Yep.
guards said we couldn't leave at night. I think we can leave at day.
No, that's in general. Need to get a
Night shrugs.
Besides, having a pass might be good, so we can leave at night.
All right. So you go to the Nobles District.
Mhm.
You are stopped at the gate this time and asked what business brings you here today.
Oh. We wish to speak to Field Marshal Thunder.
I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment.
When will be the nearest time we can talk to him?
You can return. You can return at 3 p.m. Then you will be able to talk to him.
Alright.
Okay.
And what does the matter concern?
We need
Our
We-
pass in and out of the city.
Yep.
Oh, well, you don't need to see him for that.
Oh, great.
What do you need it for?
So we can get to our vessel.
And when do you plan to return?
2 days from now?
You could say daily.
Yeah, daily.
Wait.
Understood. Wait here.
We could just
They
run
will
away.
they will come back, and basically you have a written letter with the city guards marking on it, indicating that you it gives basically saying that you can come and go as you please, and it gives a description of all of you guys who accompany there on the paper as well.
Ah, awesome. Okay.
Right.
Yay.
Okay.
Any chance I saw Lord Weasel flying around?
Probably. I mean, as soon as you guys start walking the same way, like you guys have got a bit of like communication between you two, so he would know probably to come back.
You still have to do your mission, Lord Weasel. And Lord Weasel does a salute.
Okay, he'll go off and try and do his mission. Alright, yeah, but after a while you would come back and you will have a letter indicating you can come and go, and it has a description of all of you guys on the letter.
Alright, so I guess we'll head down to the south gate now.
Mm-hmm.
We could just run away, never come back.
As you reach the south gate, there's a queue of people. Basically, they seem to, as far as you can tell, they're like farmers, and they're basically they're having stuff checked and they're being allowed out. And it looks like each person's been checked fully, and the guards are doing searches and stuff like that.
Alright.
So
I guess we'll wait in line.
yeah, it's a bit of slow going. But after about 30 minutes, you guys would be able to be at the front, and you're basically being checked.
Yeah, and I'll hold out the letter.
They give a nod of obviously you're allowed to leave, but they still check you. They mostly want to check. They're checking to see if you have any paper on you. If you do, they're then checking it. If you have any books, they are checking all the way through the books. Scrolls, they're checking. All those sort of things.
I'll tell you. I'll tell him to not read the first page, which has explosive runes on it.
He thanks you for that, and will hand it to a wizard who's standing there, who will then use their detect magic to check things.
Alright.
And then we'll give a nod, and then they won't check it.
Alright.
Yay.
Well, let's get to their ship then and see if we can't steal about allowing us to dead on the Queen.
Is Amethyst still with us?
No. Oh no, yeah, she would be, because she probably wouldn't have slept in the Griffin Temple with you, but she would be here in the morning to go and to leave and go to the ship because she wants to go and look at it all.
Ruminant technology. Ooh.
Why did we go into the temple? Why did you drag me into the temple?
Griffin Temple, and it was the first place I thought of that there wouldn't be assassins.
Why can't we just go to another tavern that we don't usually go to?
As he hears them bicker, he just face hoofs.
Why
He's
bring
like,
me towards the people who want to kill me? What the fuck?
Oh, it's,
well,
I don't think anyone at the Griffin Temple wants to kill you.
oh,
I love Griffin.
not you.
Maybe I should just become a Griffin for the rest of my life.
as you're both talking, Byrne mumbled, "I'm so thankful I don't have a relationship going right now."
Maybe I should just become a guy. Alexandra, are you okay with being gay?
Hmm?
Hmm?
What?
I have no comment right now.
What exactly?
I-
Sorry.
I'm just like, I never thought of it before, so I have no comment. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Howard.
How to make the party feel awkward.
Besides, I think the mark you have is going to appear no matter what form you have.
Oh, I think it's something I could spend the rest of my life as. Or constantly change.
Well, all I'm gonna say is that that mark is gonna make things really difficult for you.
I just need a way to get you to change your appearance, Alexandra.
Am I gonna be Alexandria again?
If you had to go and fucking admit that I was gonna love her in front of them.
I'm also a paladin, so if any of them send assassins, well, he'll have to deal with the paladins of holy wrath.
Does the sun? Is the queen okay? How is she?
Yes, the Sun Queen is a mighty fine goddess. I'm not one to, be like Milk Thistle, who just sucks her cock all the time.
Why do people always talk bad about him when he's not here?
Because they're afraid of him otherwise.
I mean, you know, it's not polite to talk shit about your companion behind their backs, Alexander.
It's okay, they secretly want to make love to each other, but it's forbidden love.
Yes, I could believe that.
Anyway, let's go do this favor for him. At least talk his deal.
There we go.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix it.
Dio, my boy!
Where is the
Where are you?
steel?
He's below deck with the.
All right. Byrne is gonna go deck.
What's my robot boyfriend?
Oh shit.
Speaking of, we should probably let our captain know that there's going to be a new person.
Yeah.
Oh, Gadget!
She's probably passed out in her quarters at this point in time.
Damn it, Gadget, why are you so drunk all the time?
Oh, hello, Steel. Myself and Alexandrite have a, we come here on behalf of Milk Thistle with a, favor, if at all possible, and,
If
it might be of help with our current situation.
if I can be of assistance, I'm more than happy to aid where possible.
Alright, well, Milk Thistle is wanting to try to negotiate with you to allow us. Now, mind you, he tries to be about as delicate as he.
We want to talk to your dead wife.
I do not have a wife.
We want to talk to the Queen, and so in order to do that, Milk Thistle or someone with the spell would have to speak with undead, and.
So you're telling me you wish to cast necromancy upon the Queen?
It's mostly to help.
I do not like this as well, but I said I would ask at least.
You really think he's going to say yes?
I do not, personally. But...
Yeah. I mean, there's a war coming, and we need all the help we can get. And if
I want to speak to her about the Tribe of Bones.
Exactly.
I do not see how that will be able to aid anything.
He was hoping to...
They want to know why she fucking killed them all.
I do not know.
Yeah.
I do not know why that would be, but history does indicate that they left her no choice.
Why we want
We're not going to
to...
argue about history right now, are we?
She didn't leave them no choice. She could have let them be. That's the issue. She killed one of their messengers who... it's a complicated situation.
I think you are getting your history book mixed up. They killed our messenger and sent him walking back to the Queen.
That's the thing, though. According to the ones we've talked to, the messenger left alive.
Okay. Are we really going to argue about the history of the Tribe of Bones right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway,
Not...
Lightning has a point. Arguing about history is of little use here. I will ask you again, you want to use necromancy upon the Queen. That is what you're asking.
Necromancy is not inherently bad. It also is the magic of life.
Pretty much, yes.
This is true, but the spell you wish to use falls into the more questionable areas. And
You're literally pulling her soul from its resting place to answer some tedious questions.
But given spells such as resurrection did not work upon her, I have a feeling that
Our souls in that little special ball you have.
all I know is that resurrecting her did not work. I do not know if speak with dead, and I'm extremely reluctant to even consider letting you do anything like that.
I mean, from how you say it, the resurrection doesn't work on her. Hang on, can he leave the room?
He's shut down.
Ah. Well, from how you say it like that, it sounds like she might be in that little special gem you have.
I do not believe it sucks souls into it, but I'm not fully aware of how it works.
Well, it's a very potential possibility with how probably evil it is. I mean, I'm no cleric, but I could probably tell that's probably an evil artifact.
I don't think a paladin would hold on to that thing for long without knowing it was evil.
Alex, you can detect evil.
Yes, I can.
Do it.
Alright, I'll detect evil.
He's not holding it out at this point in time, I will point out. So
Okay.
it's not the sort of thing he flaunts out everywhere.
Alright.
Yeah, hi, Haunted Everglow here.
So it is on his person somewhere, and if you want him to, you can ask him to bring it out. He'll probably ask why, but if you explain it, then...
Alright. Since people are asking if that object is evil, can you bring it out so I can detect it?
He'll probably be able to tell you. 1 second. Because I need
I mean,
to
he is a
double-
paladin as well.
Yeah, that's what I just fucking said. And like, no, look for evil. Like, okay.
Like, why are we asking Alexander when he's
Yeah.
like powerful?
I just need to double check because I can't remember if the object shows up as evil or not. It's been a while since I
BRB.
looked at it. No, it does not detect as evil.
There you go, guys. Does not detect as evil.
Fine. Cats. Sorry, I had to check that one.
Well, then, if there's no way to do it, we'll just tell Milk Thistle that it cannot be done. And our job is done.
Anyway, what is happening here? Are we moving on?
No, there's...
Oh yeah, we need to look at the fucking vault, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
That's why we're here. Wait, what's that?
She's. I haven't got an icon on the map, so that'd be why.
Yeah.
We barely even tried.
Well, look, I don't want to piss off our one, like, really strong ally here.
You already said that necromancy doesn't even work.
Well, he only said that resurrection doesn't work. So.
Hey, still,
Yeah.
I have a question. What do you do when you renounce a god and you're looking not to get killed or assassinated?
Ally yourself with their enemy.
Sun Queen, got it. Wait, what's the opposite of...
Of.
What's the opposite of Kara?
I don't believe she has an opposite.
Yeah.
Flesh that'd be pretty.
I'm guessing maybe APEP?
Yeah, it still gives you.
Yeah,
Those are-
Apep.
It still just gives you a look at that.
Worship fucking Apep.
I mean, if you want to worship Apep, then you kind of want to let the humans destroy everything.
I'll worship Apep and I'll fucking want to bring about destruction and turn everything into a fucking desert.
Oh,
No.
God. No.
Nice shine blushes.
Should we not speak sacrilege here?
Yes. But if you worry about being attacked by another deity, then you want to seek redemption from the said deity, or seek sanctuary with another one. But it's unlikely.
Hey,
It's unlikely you'll be accepted, depending on the situation.
oh, I'm going to be fucking killed if I step foot in Kara's wing.
I mean, the Sun Queen would accept anyone, but it doesn't mean you will gain any protection, as she watches over everybody.
You know what? I kind of like the Blaze Temple. I like their head priests. I like the head priest.
Blaze will probably expect you to be able to protect yourself. If you can't, then you're weak, and she would not protect you.
Nightmare it is.
You know there's another moon goddess, right?
Uh,
No. Yeah,
Moon Princess.
Moon Princess. Yeah.
Moon Princess. Will she protect me?
I think her entire thing is protection, actually.
It is?
Oh, God.
Let me double check. Can't remember.
Dude, I will literally staple the moon onto my ass if I can be protected.
Yeah, I'm actually opening up my book too. I'm very sure she is like all about protection against like things
There
in
we
the
go.
night.
No, that's Blaze.
Blaze?
She is darkness, knowledge, void, law, loyalty, and smoke.
Yeah.
I think.
Smoke?
I think Princess Luminance might be protection, but I'm just checking. Princess Luminance is friendship, magic, knowledge, protection, runes, protection again because it's on there twice, good and law.
Oh, so she's doubly protected.
But
I might join Princess Luminance. Seems pretty nice. Hey, Pen!
she's upstairs talking with nobody. 1 second.
The lightning fucking wanders off upstairs looking for Pen.
Oh,
Oh, you're here.
yeah. Actually, let me drag her new icon on.
Hey, Pen!
Wait, what?
Oh. She's gone again. Oh, there she is.
What? Why is the new new icon not coming down?
What the fuck? What's happening?
The
Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Okay, I'll sort that out later. Put up with
Hey,
the.
Penny.
I mean, if you want to join Princess Luminance, we won't. I'm sure you'll be welcome, but I mean, you need to learn how to make friends a little bit better.
Oh, I can do that. I can do that.
Be my friend.
Will she protect me from evil gods who want to kill me?
She will probably encourage you to make up and be friends.
Fuck! I can't do that. They'll kill me.
But I don't know what sort of direct protection she will give you. I mean,
Can I worship multiple gods?
yeah.
No, that would be like less than effect.
I mean, you can. I mean, the issue here is you're not got any direct connection because you're not a cleric or paladin or anything else like that.
I'll become an oracle.
Yeah. So you're going in sort of with like no full connection, and it'll be difficult to expect an awful lot when you're basically kind of the lowest rank with anything within the religion. But
Yeah,
you'll be protected by the friendship of the other clerics because they welcome friends. I mean, you can pretty much guarantee as long as you're in the Princess Luminance's wing, you're going to be safe. That is for definite. But I mean, outside of that, different matter.
Time to spend the rest of my life in Princess Luminance's fucking home.
So let me get this straight. What you're gonna do is you're gonna base, and
What?
you're gonna.
You cut out there.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to become a hermit who only lives in the temple, surviving off of communion wafers, water, and wine.
That's not what a hermit does.
That's not a bad life.
You're gonna have to step foot outside eventually.
I mean, that just sounds like a cleric initiate, to be honest.
Well, I can still become a cleric.
True.
Look, if any assassins come, we'll deal with them.
That's the thing. I don't want you to deal with them. I don't want you guys to suffer because of my stupid decision. I like you guys, okay?
And I didn't want you to have to fear and be kept in a cage for the rest of your life.
Indeed.
Still goes, I doubt Kara will do anything at the moment. She's the sort to strike when you relax or when you least expect it. The fact that you
Time to never relax for the rest of my life.
the fact that you are waiting for it means it's probably not going to come.
Haha. I'm going to fucking die, Steel.
We all die eventually.
I don't want to die right now.
Anyway, are we planning to leave soon?
We still have an army to do, and
I thought it was a quick stop here, as we were heading on to Clovenhaim, or was that changed now?
things have changed.
Yeah, the army is closer than we thought, and we don't have time to.
We need a big, strong, handsome paladin to save us.
Well, then we can't leave the ship outside of the city for too long.
That's very true.
So what do we do then? Just fly it in?
Drop the bomb on the army! Huh.
If we're planning to move the ship in, then are we going to leave the Queen here, or are you planning to use the ship for battle? And if so, we need to find somewhere safe to put the Queen.
We probably could use the ship for battle. It's made of metal, so it's very durable.
Yeah.
Actually, Knight, Wishful, and
Oh yeah.
Amethyst, could they work on these robots and maybe get them on our side?
I think only the drunk lady can.
Yeah, Swift Gadget's the only one who has any hope of trying to make sense of how they work.
Well, I mean, if you four work together, perhaps you can actually make some good progress.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's probably only going to be Swift Gadget who will be able to do it, because you're going to need like craft engineering and stuff like that to even attempt to do what you need to do.
Oh, okay. So, like, four really smart people, only one of them has a craft engineering. Okay.
Well, Wishful Pen is very much a book smart pony and very good at reading books and that sort of thing, and there's nothing going to be in books about how to repair robots. Amethyst probably would be interested in trying to work it out, but this is so beyond her knowledge. Well, her knowledge is magic, not robots, which is the sort of handicap. But Swift Gadget doesn't need to read anything. Actually, has a lot of hands-on experience with ruminant tech. So, I mean, most of it is jury rigging. It just takes her time.
Okay.
Do you not want to leave the queen at this all seasons temple?
Well,
I give it to the temple.
I was more hoping to keep her hidden rather than open to the public.
Why?
I suppose I'm afraid of. I'm afraid what some people might attempt.
I look back at my group adventures and I say, yeah, you have a point.
But I suppose, given the situation, it might be a uplifting sign.
Indeed. Could certainly bring up the crowd going and being lost. And
It could bring in faith for the ones who have none, at least.
indeed,
Spur morale.
if I recall right, Queen Iliana is the one that founded Kindblades, correct?
Yes, she was instrumental in setting it up. The idea was to train adventurers to have a more good aspect running through them, when as well as giving people a sort of a hoof up in the world, and in return for training and support, that the Empire could call upon them if it ever needed their support.
Indeed. And my thought is, what if we were to keep her in the place where they have, like, where it used to be, like, set up a shrine for people to come and visit, for ponies to go visit and pay respect to, and make sure that there's at least some ponies guarding it at all times.
I mean, a shrine is one thing, but I doubt you're going to have time to build a shrine.
Alright, well, I mean, the way I see things is we're not going to be able to stand by and protect her casket here forever. And if we have to act quickly, then if it's either that or protect her in order, because the way I see things is we can either protect every that lives here in Everglow, especially Volta Town, or we can protect the sarcophagus.
The Queen is my responsibility. You do not have to worry about protecting her.
But we might need your assistance in this battle, Steve. That's what I'm trying to get at. And this isn't something that I bring about light. This is, we are in the dire straits right now. And we need all available hooves we can get on them. And if you're able to help us, and that would be really great.
Well, if you can sort out somewhere for the Queen to be where there's protection, then I'm happy with it. Then I will leave her with incapable hooves.
What about the Sun Temple or the Sun Wing?
I mean, I'm sure all of the temple would look to protect the old Queen, given she aided in its construction.
Well, since that's going to be our main force, I think there's no other place that will be most protected.
We could also leave her inside that other dimension.
Oh yeah, the bird gives a soft nod. Yeah, that
The one
kind
that our enemies know about, though.
The enemies don't know how to get inside the secret library.
Do you mean the retreat? Is that what you're referring to?
I think. What do you mean by retreat? Is it that a giant flying castle?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, if you want to move the Queen there, then that's where I will remain. I will not leave her unguarded.
Are you fucking... Okay.
So, still, would you prefer to be there or go to the Sun Temple? I think those are our choices here.
Theo, we fucking need you here. So, if giving her to the Sun Temple is what it takes to have you here for the fucking battle, we're giving her to the Sun Temple.
exactly.
Well, then it looks like you will need to make preparations with the All Seasons Temple then.
All right.
They can. I'm not stepping foot in that place while I'm sober.
I guess Burnt should?
If
Why
you
not
feel-
Alexandrite, the fucking Sun Queen paladin?
I fear if Alex walks around alone, he may be a target.
I don't think I
go
do.
with them.
I can take Wishful as well. It'll be very unanimous to have Wishful, myself, and possibly Milk Thistle all presenting this idea.
So, would you rather I stay around and make sure that Lightning's not attacked?
If you could.
Sure. I've played the part of bodyguard before I stop. He gives a sort of wry smile.
Lightning, since it might be a good idea to stay around Steel if you're going to.
Oh, I'm not leaving his fucking sight.
Steel, I hope you don't mind babysitting my lover.
You know, I'd actually rather the fucking robot was turned on right now.
Perhaps calmer spirits.
Hang on, where the fuck is Gadget? Is she in over here? She's over here, right?
Is Alex winking?
She's on the
Gadget,
deck.
No,
Fuck
I'm not
no,
winking.
We
I'm,
should
nice.
wink.
I'm already guarding one person. I'm sure guarding a second won't cause any issues.
Well, like I said, I'll take care of lightning. Don't worry about Alexandra.
You take care of Lightning. Wink, wink.
I'm gonna fuck you.
Oh. But no.
I think she's on deck, Lightning.
No, she said that he was. I think he said that she was asleep.
Yeah, her quarters is up on deck, basically, underneath the bridge area.
Fuck. Then why the fuck? Okay, then she would go up and bang on her door.
Bird is gonna just
Wake up!
She'd be annoyed and will come out and go, "What?
I want B5 on.
I ripped
Do you
out his
not-
power core. It's going to take like several hours to even try and reactivate it."
Get him on.
No.
I never thought I'd say this, but I want him to watch me like a fucking hawk.
I mean, do you not trust me?
I trust you, I trust Steel, I also trust B5.
What about Nightshine?
Fuck you.
Oh man.
I'm going to have I'll have breakfast and then I'll consider turning it on.
Please, I want him to follow me around and watch me. I can't believe I'm saying this, but he could potentially save my fucking life.
But Swift Gadget will groggedly go about basically her morning routine at this point.
Also, we may or may not be activating the bomb accidentally.
Who are you saying that to?
That's Swift.
She raises an eyebrow.
Nighttime wants to fuck around with it.
Well, Nightshine, I hope that you know what you're doing, and I hope.
He's going to knock himself out with the glasses and accidentally activate the fucking bomb. I bet you.
How dare you all?
If this is how we fucking die, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, so we might want to be away from the city at least.
Alright, so are some of you going to go in and basically tell the temple that you're bringing in the Queen's remains?
Yeah, I believe it would be wishful and.
Also, oh god, I'm tired. It's fucking.
So we got Wishful Pen, Alexandri, and what? Nightshine?
I'm gonna stay. Also, I want to ask Steel one thing.
He's there for you to ask.
Steel, can I see the goods? I mean the heart of the Everglow.
Sure. He will take it out and put it down.
I'm gonna try to examine it once again. What do I roll?
First of all, you examine it.
I don't touch it.
Oh, you examine it in regards to things.
Yeah, I'm not touching it. I remember that part.
So are you examining it with the goggles or just with your own eyes?
My eyes.
Okay.
But that's a good point. I shall try that later.
So you just looking at it. So it looks like it's a stone roughly will fit inside your hoof, and it's sort of pulsating, almost like a heartbeat. And it's given as it pulsates, it gives off a brighter green glow, and then it obviously dims and then pulsates again.
What? I can ask Steel. Why is it called Heart of Everglow?
I do not know.
Where did you hear the name from?
It was in some old ruminant text. And that's what they referred to it.
I'm going to detect magic on the stone.
So you can roll me knowledge arcana, I believe.
I'm gonna add my 1d6.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to the washroom quickly.
Ah!
Alright,
I
so
didn't roll blind.
Cool. That crit does not count.
it does not.
It does not. And what I was sure it was blind.
Yeah. So you detect it, and you're quite certain that it is giving off a strong necromantic aura.
So can I learn any effect?
With you having you to examine it and try and work out anything else, you actually need to use, while looking over it with detect magic, you need to examine it, which means you need to handle it.
I'm not doing that. Can I ask Steel to handle it for me?
It's something which you need to do because you need to basically like spend some time examining it, focusing magic in and out. Trying to identify magical items is quite an intimate thing with the item.
Still, do you think if I use Unseen Servant on this thing, it's going to drain my age?
Um, it's only if you physically touch it or it's on your person, I believe. I do not
Based
know
on...
if you interact with a magic spell, if it will work.
I guess not. I did use Detect Magic and nothing happened.
By all means, you can try. Are you going to try?
I'm thinking. What color is it again?
It's green.
I am back, by the way.
Oh well.
Flash. That.
I think I've shared an image of it before, but I'll find the image again at least.
I going to. I thinking, and I think back that the Queen had this, but she wasn't drained of her age immediately. So I guess she probably touched it using magic. So I guess it's fine. So I'm gonna use Unseen Servant on it.
Right. So you summon your unseen servant. What instructions do you give your unseen servant?
To touch it.
Okay, you don't see it because it's an unseen servant, and oh yeah. So okay. So the force will touch it, and unseen servant. Does it have like a time frame it can last for?
Let me double check. Also, I did. I think I should definitely have it. Let me double check.
You're a unicorn, so you have nothing else. You have the spell-like ability of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a spell-like ability of it. That's what I'm assuming.
I am. It lasts 1 hour per level, so at least one hour.
It will. Your level counts as the current level you are.
It will last 7 hours.
Cool.
Yep.
As it touches it, you get the sense that your unseen servant just basically dissipated. It feels like the effect that you have when the spell ends.
I scratch my chin. Maybe this can be used somehow with the bomb?
Throw it at the bomb, and then I'll drain all the magic.
I guess I cannot examine it right now. Oh well, I think still.
He will put it back into the bag and then put that bag into his bag.
And then that bag into a bag.
No, really-
All of
All right. Well, we will be fine here, and if you set things up ready, then I'm sure we'll fly the ship in and begin the preparations for the Queen. If you want also burnt, once that's been sorted, I can take you to the palace and we can see if there is anything in there to do with the Chaos Hunters.
that would be helpful. I've learned a bit about them from the from the Tribe of Bones member curator of Princess Luminance's library. They're forged in times of chaos and when law must be balanced, but that's all we're able to gather.
I see. Well, there may be a secret wing where that was their barracks, as I know that we had our own, so there's likely to be other hidden wings.
Indeed, this is a possibility.
It also
And,
means that I can collect some equipment.
Indeed. I do wish to apologize if I came off rude or ungrateful. Just trying to. This is a very stressful time for the group and the. So.
Agreed. Look how stressed Lightning is right now.
Yeah, especially Lightning. And with that, he very gently pats her on the top of the head with a.
I'd be surprised if Lightning lets you. Oh no, they're muted at the moment.
And then, as Susie pets her, he boops her nose. Boop!
Yeah, what?
You've been patted on the head and booped on the nose by Bernd.
What's up?
And we're just saying how stressed you are.
That is true. I am very stressed. Stress.
I can promise you, while you stay on this ship, Lightning, I will protect you.
As will I.
Thank you.
Now,
Never leave shipping again now.
the rest of you, I suggest you get underway and prepare things. If time
I'm
is
gonna
up,
look.
if
I'm
time is
gonna
of,
stay.
sorry.
Sorry.
So if time is of the essence, then it's best not to waste too much of it.
Agreed. Come on, Witchell. We'll make our way back to the city.
Bye.
Goodbye. And good luck with what you're doing. I still think it's a fool's errand, but I wish you the best.
I pull out the pickaxe. Don't worry.
Oh god. What are you gonna do with that pickaxe, Nightshine? I don't think I want to know, but what are you going to do with it?
I just wanted to make a joke. Don't worry. He put the pickaxe back.
You've got to ask him a question, huh?
May all the gods watch over you.
And may the gods watch
Except for
over you.
Kara, because fuck Kara.
Yeah, except for that bitch.
Yeah.
All right. So, we've got Milkfist working on magical stuff. We're going to have some people stay on the ship, some people go back to the temple.
Yeah.
Is there anything major that people on the ship want to do?
I don't know if looking around the bomb is major.
I mean, again, are you doing it with the goggles or are you just looking around it?
Oh yeah, I was supposed to look with the goggles at the heart of the Everglow. I gotta do that.
I mean, that's why I thought you originally asked to look at it, so...
Nightshine uses his trained intelligence and remembers the goggles and tries it on the heart of the Everglow.
Alright. We will do goggle looking and bomb looking next week, I would say.
Far away from us.
Yeah. I think you have looked at it before, but but you kind of got sidetracked, I think, when you started looking at it. Oh yeah. So we'll do quickly Alexandrite and Wishful Pen. When you get, obviously, when you head back into the city, you have to show the letter to be able to actually re-enter.
Yeah. And I don't have any other papers, so I can't like.
Yeah, I mean you're researched when you go back in, but then you are allowed to continue after being searched, and you make your way to the temple.
All right. And I will have to ask for all the heads of the temples.
How would you go about asking to see all of the heads? Oh.
I guess I'll go to the.
Oh, okay. Sorry, sorry, guys. 1 second. I tried to move us back to Villager Town, but it's disappeared off the list.
You know.
I can't believe Villager Town was destroyed when they went to the airship.
I know.
Oh man, who could have saw that coming? Someone messing with a bomb and destroys Villager Town?
Milk, what did you do?
Quit scapegoating me. It's racist.
You are literally a ghost. Take it.
All right, there we go. So, yeah. So you go in and just go up to one of like the random priests and go, "Oh, I need to speak to your head."
Yeah, and then do it for the other ones, and
Right. They're gonna ask why.
divine intervention, I'm gonna say, and say like, I was like, Christmas miracle has happened. Only not Christmas.
Wishful Pen goes, I can get Bookworm to come down, but you're gonna have to work on the other heads.
Thank you. I have a big announcement that I need the others to know about.
You are pregnant.
Maybe if I have a word with Bookworm, and maybe she can then talk to the rest of them.
If you could, that would be amazing. I guess I'll talk to the head of the Sun Temple, or the Sun Queen.
Sure. And she goes off to the Princess Luminous' wing.
Yeah,
All right.
head to the Sun Wing, I guess.
So, like I said, the main issue you're going to have here is they're not going to be out and about. That's not their normal thing. You've got basically the low-level clerics. Saying you want to speak to them, you've got a big announcement. They're going to ask again, what is this announcement, and why should, and it deems that you need to speak to them.
I'm afraid that this is rather too big to let slip beforehand. But it has something to do with the foundation of this temple.
I see. Well, they are a busy individual. It's unlikely they will be able to see you right away. They have many duties to perform. I will indicate that you wish to speak to them, Paladin, but I cannot advise that it will be soon.
I wish I was a character who could lie, because that would be a really big help. All right.
Well, I mean, you're certainly welcome to try.
If you remain here, I will certainly find out for you how long it will be.
Thank you. Just let them know that this is rather urgent.
I will.
And the sooner the better.
I will inform them. So, I'm afraid you end up waiting about half an hour.
Okay, well, half an hour is not as bad as I thought I was gonna wait. So
And then the original priest comes back and says, "I'm afraid I've not been able to even be able to speak to them. They seem to be in some sort of private meeting at the moment, and I have been sent away. I did try and indicate this is urgent, but it appears they are, or they're in the processes of something else that is very urgent. I can try again later, but it appears that there's something going on, I'm afraid.
what is going on?
I do not know. All I know is that they are in a private meeting currently."
Is there anyone else who can take their place as head, like a second in command?
Again, I do ask. They will ask, but I will see what we can do.
Thank you.
So you're left waiting again for another 15 minutes. This time, though, Wishful Pen comes to find you.
Yay!
He goes, "Oh, you're still here. I kind of was expecting you to be not here. But anyway, come with me."
Oh. What is it?
Well, I told Bookworm what's going on, and well, it's all a bit of kerfuffle going on, but you got an audience with all of the heads. They're currently they're in their chambers at the moment, discussing the you know what in the place.
Well, I'm at least glad that you managed to get progress. I guess that's what the meeting was about.
Well, I just told Wishful Pen exactly what was going to happen, and not Wishful. I told Bookworm exactly what's going to happen, and you should have seen it. Her glasses almost fell off her face.
All right. Well, I will follow you then.
Right, so you're actually taken through the back. Again, you're taken to a section you have not been to before, and you come to some very nice, ornate-looking doors.
I think I've been to the luminance part before.
Oh no, you're not going to the luminance parts. You're just literally taken to one of the nearest sort of doors, and you enter in. So you're nowhere near the luminance one, and you're quite certain you'll move away from the Sun Queen one. You come to a very ornate-looking door that it's clearly made out of some sort of oak, and it's got a lot of metalwork inlaid into it, and it has all of the symbols of the different deities on it. Wishful Pen sort of opens the door as you approach, and you've got all of the heads of each of the
Temples.
temples. There we go. Oh my god, words. Sat there, and you even have you even have oh god, names. I'm terrible. You even have midnight vision there to indicate, which gives you a indication of obviously they were woken up to attend this meeting. So you have all of the heads of the church there, sort of sat in various chairs, what indicate their particular deity.
Mm-hmm.
It's in their chair pattern is in like a horseshoe shape, and you have the Sun Queen at the top, who is next to the author. But
Fine.
who? But yeah. Anyway, Wishful Pen takes you in and sort of gestures for you to speak to them.
Okay. I will look at everyone and say, Divine Fathers and Mothers, it is a pleasure to meet you all today. I am happy to inform you that a divine miracle has happened. We have come across the remains of the Queen and her Royal Knight, Steel Prism. And that we are going to rest them here.
The one who is in the author's colours speaks first. I need to make sure I get his name right. He speaks up and goes, I speak for all of us here and ask that before we go announcing anything, that we will need to check the authenticity of such a claim. I bold claim it is.
Of course, you can zone it with me if you need to. I am a paladin. My word is my bond.
Well, I understand fully how the what's the word I'm looking for?
Holy Order.
No. The thing what represents basically what the codes, the paladin code that that you are held to.
Oh, the creed?
Yeah, the creed.
Oh.
But we will need to check ourselves. You may believe that you have found the true queen, but before we go stating such a grand and bold claim, we will need to check for ourselves. By all means, bring them to us in quiet, and we shall do what we need to, and then we can make preparations for such a monumental moment.
How do you suggest I bring the sarcophagus here? It's made of pure stone and it's quite heavy. Myself and another had to have Antall to even move it to our ship.
I see. They have a sort of, there's a conversation around, they sort of start talking to amongst each other basically at this point. And it kind of, you know, there's definitely murmurs and various other things like that. And eventually the Blaze cleric kind of she speaks the loudest, or makes the basically slams something down to actually get everyone's attention. We have an Antean who will be able to drag or move such a thing. If one of you provides a individual who can cast the teleportation spell, then they will be able to teleport the Antean as well as the
Sarcophagus.
yeah, that, because I always say the other one, to us without any issues. There's if it all it requires is somebody to carry such a thing. Then the conversation sort of breaks down into, well, where they're going to go to, and again, it kind of there's a little bit of argumentation about between each other's, obviously, like especially between the sun and the moons, that if the queen should be taken into theirs or the others, given obviously such high stature and stuff like that.
Alexander will chime in and say, well, since the queen was all about unity, why not in the center? That way anyone can see her grace and be awed by her.
The Princess Lumen's bookworm will speak up and goes, the centre is for the author. I mean, that is what the large open book is there for. But I suppose that would be fitting. The author is the writer of all of our stories. Endless Story, sorry, you don't know his name, but the one who's dedicated to the author speaks up. That would probably be the most sensible place. Then she could be watched at all times. But I believe we should bring her to the sanctum underneath the temple to begin with. There we can do what we need to do, and then move her to the entrance hall when we are ready for such things. And I'm sure the sanctum will be fine. I don't believe we have any preparations down there currently. One of the clerics speaks up and mentions that there is a few individuals waiting for burial, but they can be moved to a different part to bring in the queen, basically.
And there's one thing. Her guardian, Steel Prism, would probably wish to be by her side at all times. Would that pose any problem?
The Sun Queen speaks up, but the person who's the head of the Sun Temple goes, it should not. We should be able to... the individual who will be able to move them all would be able to move themselves and at least a large creature and a medium creature.
That is excellent to hear.
The Blaze Temple at that point sort of stands up, slams her hoofs down and goes, then the time for talk is over. Now is the time for action. I suggest we get our tasks done and return. And we can we can do more talking once it's been verified.
Agreed. More talking would not do as good unless you are sure that this is the actual queen.
The Blazed Priest is already walking away at this point because when they said they finished talking, they finished talking. As all the priests and stuff start to head off, one of them does call out, and it's the head of the Kara Temple, and they will go, Paladin, can you remain behind for a brief moment? I wish to have a word.
I will sense motive this, but I will nod my head.
Okay, you can sense motive it.
Iron before you said she wants to have a word.
Yeah, I'm on blind.
Yeah. You sense that she wants to have a word.
She told the truth.
I mean, in regards to if there's any hostility or any ulterior motive or anything like that, it's very difficult to read. anything. You can't pick up any additional emotions there. The only thing you can definitely tell is they're playing their cards close to their chest. You're probably dealing with somebody who's very good at hiding their intentions.
So the opposite of Alexandrite.
Yes.
Woohoo.
This is somebody who's highly skilled in this art as well. You get the sense, because I mean, you scrutinise them very closely, but yeah, you're not picking up anything.
The priest a woman or?
Yes, they are female.
So yeah, I'll say, of course, Holy Mother.
Excellent. They will come down and come round to speak to you, face to face rather than across the desk or anything else. That's that.
Okay, I thought they were going to do like the volunteer circle.
No. Basically, she's coming in for more of a private chat rather than like everyone else sitting and hearing. Wishful Pen is nearby, and it is likely that she will hear this. So.
Okay. Well, I would want her nearby because
yeah,
in case I'm attacked.
Yeah. So you are at least not about to be like horribly murdered, or at least you don't get the sense of it anyway. So. You are the mate of the one that has been forsaken.
I am.
Well, I would recommend that you find a bonding partner elsewhere, as I'm afraid to say they have lived to their full extent as they're possibly going to. And there is no need for yourself to be intertwined with the inner politics that happens within the Kara temple.
Son of a bitch.
I believe my lover has said she is done with your politics, and if you intend to harm her, you will have to deal with the full might of a paladin. And it is a divine right, and I will smite anyone who attempts to strike her down. Do I make myself clear? And I will roll Intimidate.
Okay, roll Intimidate. This one you don't have to roll hidden.
Okay.
I will reveal it to everybody. Boop.
Yeah. Not very.
Yeah, I mean, you give off your best intimidation, and all the priestess does is give you a nice smile and gently pat you on the shoulder. I see that she's at least chosen a strong and willing bodyguard, and has bent you to her will suitably, but there's much you do not understand, Paladin. You must know this. As much as lightning wishes to be done with the temple, one does not simply walk away from such things when you're in lightning's position.
And what position is that?
She's part of the more inner parts of the temple, even if she never wishes to be. But given who she is, she's always had that inner part, and obviously now it is closed off. How far this will go, it next depends on her. But I recommend that she stays away from her place of birth, as entering that city is forbidden. But I'm sure she already knows this.
Do I know where that place is?
Well, given you're a doppelganger, that will be Bavek.
Vivek?
Yeah. The city of the
Um,
doppelgangers.
Well, I will give her that
Yep.
message. And I do wish to leave you in peace, but
Oh,
if you do send anyone after her, I will
one final
deal
thing.
with them.
Her dream will never come to pass now. She had a moment where she could have shone with glory, but she turned away from it. Goodbye, Paladin, and hopefully your love will not come back to harm you.
And hopefully I will not harm you.
Oh, aren't you full of life and confidence?
Alright.
You may leave now. You have amused me as much as you can.
Let's go, Wishful.
Wishful will sort of, like look at them a bit odd and then sort of slowly leave. As you guys are walking out, Wishful Pen goes, she kind of gave me the creeps.
Indeed. I worry for Lightning, but I will do everything in my power to protect her.
Well, I suppose it's good that that she has you. Anyway, I suggest we get back to the others.
Yes.
At which point you would have the priest who has the symbols to do with the author will catch you as you leave and goes, tells you to wait in the entrance hall, and you will be accompanied by the two who will be assisting you with the Queen's return.
So once we gather all of them up, I guess we'll head out to the gates and to the ship.
Yeah, you will actually, so you'll be accompanied by a one of the more senior Sun Queen clerics, as well as a rather brute of a looking Antean who looks more muscle than horse.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, who looks like they could rip two bits of stone apart, basically. So they are very well built and appear to be ready to haul something very large and heavy.
I will give a confident smile. Greetings.
All right. And obviously you all will then begin to head back to the airship to bring the bring the Queen to the temple. And I think we'll pause here because then we can do next week. We can do Night Shines poking the heart of Everglow and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's see if we have a ship to return to before we get everything.
Well, I mean, this meeting could be over halfway. That meeting could have stopped halfway through, all for we know.
Yeah.
Very violently. On the plus side, at least the humans won't have a city to invade.
Hey, don't worry. We'll put all our eggs in one basket, and then if things blow up, we don't have to worry about the demon getting the heart.
I'm afraid artifacts require more than that to be destroyed.
It could be a chance to hit another plane, though.
Oh, true.
Watch, we all end up in the plane of blood. Drown.
I'll send you to the negative plane and see what happens.
Negative plane? What the hell is that? This is the first time I've heard of it.
That's where Bizarre Superman came from.
Yeah. Oh, so I get to be Bizarro Alexandra and be the anti-paladin.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you think that, but Bizarro Alexandrite is actually a wimpy nerd that gets bullied on by everybody.
Huh.
So
every day is middle school for that guy.
So to give you an idea of what the negative energy plane is, obviously the opposite to the positive energy plane, and it's full of negative energy that drains life from just merely being on there. I believe it's also full of undead and generally unpleasant. But you'll probably be dead within a number. Well, to be precise, you'll be dead in 6 rounds.
I think I'd rather risk drowning. Thank you. That's more preferred.
Well, on the positive, if you ever visit the positive energy plane, you explode from overhealing.
I think that was something another GM of ours, me and Orion's did stuff with that.
Oh yeah, we had these weird Archon enemies that we were fighting against, and they would hit you in melee, and they would heal you, and then they would keep healing you over and over and over again until you exploded.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. If you ever go to the positive energy plane, you want to get off it very quickly because you will explode from continuous healing.
I was like, is there any plane that we can actually survive in?
If you've got fire resistance, you can go to the fire plane. If you can got water breathing, you can go to the water plane. I mean, you can go to the airplane because you just fall forever, but I recommend flying. Earth plane's pretty good. Like the heaven and what counts as heaven plane you can go to. Hell you can go to, but I mean it's full of demons. So there's quite a few different. There's quite a few.
Yeah. I was gonna say if Burn becomes a Chaos Hunter, then yeah, me and him could just be like, yeah, we're just gonna fight demons for the rest of our lives.
Which will probably be very quick because it's entirely full of demons. But each of the deities also have the equivalent of their own plane you can technically go and visit, which you can survive on, depending if you're accepted.
Oh, we wind up in Kara's deed and domain. We're all fucked.
Hey, Kara, can I live in the hive?
I mean, you could go and visit Kara. I mean, it will be interesting.
Kara, can I
Lightning's new
live
name
in
is
the
Thorax.
hive?
What was that, Milk?
I said Lightning's new name is Thorax.
This is where Lightning goes off and finds your starter and brings her back. Then you will be on the murder now list.
Lightning, you completely rejected your god, had a chance at glory and blessings, and you completely turned it away. How do you feel?
Fuck off.
Now, not only are you not receiving their blessings, it appears that they are going to be actively working against you from now until you're dead, and then they get to claim your soul afterwards. How do you feel?
I feel like atheism was the answer all along.
And yet, in spite of that, you are on your hooves and knees, crawling to the nearest deity for protection against a deity. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
All right.
Rocky.
What I will do is I'm going to end the stream here. So if you want to, say goodbye, everyone.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye.
Oh, we didn't say what the fuck is up, everyone.
No, you didn't.
What the buck is up, every pony?
Late. No.
All right, here we go. I'm turning it off now.